Hello everyone. Oh my god, it's been a while. How have you guys been? Damn, I'm very rusty at this. You don't stream or make content for like a month or two and then it's like almost all like new, you know? But nice to see everyone here. Can't even see the chat. Oh my god. Why am I such a noob? How do I get the chat back? I can't see the chat. I know. Okay, I got it. I also muted the there you go. Oh, yes. Welcome. Hey Disc, Dimi K, Later Xavier, Sergu, Add-Ons Warrior, Char, Valde, All in Cool, The Heavy Warriors, Banana Basket, Treva, Mansa Musa. Hey everyone. Gotta keep muting the microphone. Nice to see you guys here. It's nice to be back. I had a trip and then I came back, and you know, like after a long trip you have to like reacclimate, get back into the routine, and I also got sick in the middle of it. I also had my birthday. I turned the new freaking decade. Yeah. We also adopted a little creature, a little four-legged creature that barks every now and then. So it's been a few weeks and I ran out of content, so yeah, I'm sorry about that. It's been a few weeks since the last video. I literally ran out of content, but yeah, today we're gonna look at some nice games that I've been following and saving up, so I hope you guys enjoy it. But yeah, hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys have been I hope you're having an amazing weekend. And yeah, let's just get started. Yeah, 30, it is indeed the number. I'm getting old, man. Anyways, I want to show you guys this epic game. Need to be careful about muting the mic. Let me know if I mute it by accident. This is a little thing that I touch and it mutes and I can't even tell. So our game is gonna be I click it and it like automatically starts playing the theme song. There's no way of disguising this. The game. Ooh. I have to play around with the overlays a little bit. In the meantime, let's see, what match could I be showing you guys that has this theme song? What match could it be? What match could it be? I have to do the transition. There you go. Okay. So I want to show you this match because, I mean, it features two of the maybe most iconic players right now because they are the best at these COs that they're playing at, right? We have obviously the Grim guy, the best Grim out there, and then we have Tesla 246, who just plays Adder. I wouldn't call it the battle of the alts because it's not technically correct. Grim guy is an alt, but Tesla is not an alt. Tesla, this is his main account. So yeah, you can't call it, although it would sound nice, the battle of the alts. It is not, but it is the two kings of I don't know, sticking with the tier 4 CO. Doesn't matter what. Actually, this match is a tier 1. It's a tier 1 match actually, but yeah, we have Grim guy with Grim. I have Tesla with Adder. I would love to be able to flip them around, but I don't want to change their colors because they both always pick these and they are with the CO's colors. So yeah, let's just roll with it. So let's get right into it, man. So let's see. Ooh, also funny context. I did try to record this match like a few weeks ago. I think it was like 1 or 2 weeks ago, something like that. And halfway through the cast, that day I decided to make the very first bread I ever made. You know, bread, just like make it in a little tray thing, stick it in the oven and that kind of stuff. I had never made bread before. I don't know, but the curiosity kind of just like pinched at me, and I was like, you know what? I saw a TikTok recipe. I was like, I can do this. So I did it. I finished it. You know, it takes a few hours. I left the loaf of bread out to cool down. You know, like on the table, whatever, in the kitchen. And I was here recording. You know, chill. I had to wait like 45 minutes or something for it to chill down to be able to taste my first ever bread. And you know what happened in that time? Suddenly I hear a noise. I hear like, you know, like kitchen noise, you know, when you hear like a plate moving around or that kind of stuff. I was like, what happened? And remember I told you we adopted a dog like a few weeks ago, and yeah, apparently she jumped on the counter and just snatched that bread and ran through the apartment with it. Yeah, we caught her with the bread in her mouth, and yeah, it was something. My first ever bread just bitten through, but the dog was able to taste the bread before I was. We did end up eating the bread anyway. Just did a little bit of surgery, but yeah, that interrupted my cast, and also wasn't sure if it was that good of a cast, so I wanted to show it to you guys here on stream. Let's see how it goes. So, Grim Guy against Tesla. They're both going for these immediate caps right here. I've seen many people go like skip over and try to cap this first, but they don't seem to be doing that here. Grim Guy going for first caps here as well. I think this one is pretty good because then you jump over here and you can interrupt these caps. We'll see if he goes for the airport or this city cap, which is also in range to interrupt this. Tesla is not gonna go for that. He's gonna go for this over here. And this map is pretty wacky. It's a 4 base mixed base map. I think it's, yeah, I mean, this is a global league match. And it's very tight quarters. It was also on APC. I don't think we saw it too much on APC actually. But man, I can't tell you how excited I was to see this match happening. Like, I've always been like, oh man, Tesla against Grim would be so epic. It's like the two guys that play tier 4, like they both play Adder and Grim, like no matter what. And you know, you just have to be patient. You have to wait for the gods of the global league to magically use their little wand and make this happen. And they ended up matching against each other. So that was amazing. It's not a show match or anything. They just matched against each other on the global league. So that was super exciting. And surprising from Tesla. Actually, let me go back one turn. Okay. He didn't build. He decides instead to go for an arty, while Grim Guy went for it with his tank. And this is something I've noticed from Tesla a lot. He's been starting to use a lot of arties recently, like over the past few months or maybe the past year. I can't remember when I released the first video of Tesla, but he wasn't using arties that much. And we see a mech too. So arty and mech. I think if he saved this, he'd have 3,000. Okay, so it wouldn't be enough to do double tank. So this way he can protect this guy from this tank. Okay. They're both in for this city over here. They're not gonna go for this city, which I wonder what you guys think. I think this makes sense because this city is very much this base's city. It's very hard for this base to hold on to this, honestly. Like, you can get it and then you have to like go back and then you probably lose it. And then you're fighting against this. You just lose too much unit count, you know? Because you're like having to send stuff down here, up here as well, and then just kind of overall defend this area. It gets very tricky. Tank in position to shoot at this guy. And that's probably it. But it is going to be defended by this mech. Com tower is going to be captured in time. And this infantry actually went over here instead of here. Interesting. Not sure why. There we go. This little guy is gonna want to try to cap that, but Grim guy's he's gonna finish and then he's gonna be in range to interrupt. And now we have this tank response over here. And actually the mech didn't go and defend this guy, so he's gonna leave that to be a free hit. This mech is actually being used to defend this guy from this possible interrupt. This city is not protected, so this will fall under Grim guy's protection. He is, how do you say, deterred from interrupting over here. A nice little mech hit there from the side will definitely destroy that infantry. And he's gonna go and hit that infantry. Look at that. Ooh, he's at 3. I don't know why I can't see chat. Let me see. Okay. I'm like, I don't have you guys' communication and feedback. It's disturbing me. Come on, OBS, you can do this. There you go. Yes, I can see you guys. I don't have the flip extension, so you know. I didn't know there was one. We have here now Tesla gonna go for this flip. The RD is gonna be used to protect that. This guy is not protected, but there's gonna be another infantry to follow it up. There you go. Another RD. I'm telling you guys, Tesla has been making a lot of RDs. Also, last turn he didn't build. Oh, he did build this tank. Okay, never mind. And he's gonna pull back, protect the mech, and protect the infantry, and another tank also. So neither of them are gonna be in range of this city. Okay, he even pulled back this guy. But he could have put it over here, you know, and be in range of the city. We might get a little bit of a stare off over here. Let me see this. Okay, so this guy, the one that was over here, is the one that's gonna go capture, and then he's gonna go and attack that guy. It is gonna be a pretty bad trade, right? Because it's 6-6, and then Tesla can probably hit back and leave it at 1 or 2. But it does guarantee that this city goes through without any shenanigans, interruptions, and stuff. So he's gonna give up like half an infantry for it from the one base. So pretty costly, but we'll see. We'll see if it's worth it, because this city can be a little bit harder to flip. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 turns from over here. We'll see. But he does go for the interrupt over here, although it is gonna get blasted by this RD, and he also goes for this other interrupt. So the Grim guy is sending 2 infantries who are most likely going to die. Also, this tank is not gonna be in range enough to attack the RD, so it seems like Grim guy is gonna lose 2 infantry to delay. Well, this is not gonna go through, right? So he's trading 2 infantry for like 2 half infantries probably. This guy's gonna come in and destroy this guy over here, and another tank over here. Got this little tank movement with the infantry all nice and protected. So boom goes that Grim infantry, and that other guy is also gonna go down, and he's probably gonna go back, right? There's no need for this. So that was like a pretty positive trade there for Tesla. He was able to take out 2 infantry. He still maintained that unit count, something that he does really well. Really good tactics by Tesla there, like maintaining that unit count using these low HP units. You're gonna see he's gonna use them to like block and stuff. Very, very useful, especially with this whole like RD kind of push. You need that amount of infantry or just unit count. Yeah, I'll check on Discord. I'll try to put it. And now we're gonna get the same thing, but on this other side. So Grim guy is gonna try to flip Tesla's com tower and try to get this neutral city. Man, this neutral city is so contested, very hard to get for either side. You can put an RD over here, then you start getting copters over here. The timings here are pretty whack. We have double copter also, so a Grim copter from over here is gonna put a lot of pressure over here, and Grim guy already responding with his own anti-air to this copter. And you could say, oh, that's pretty early, but I think the reasoning is that it reaches this area in 2 turns. So Tesla is definitely gonna interrupt, and then he can follow it up with a copter. So he needs this anti-air 2 turns before to be able to deter this copter. This also means that the copter is gonna go this way, most likely to the top, or just like hang around here until Tesla can snipe that anti-air. Is he gonna go and interrupt this capture? Probably. He's gonna send these tanks to attack these infantry, so takes out the capping one. He's gonna stop that. Okay, and goes for this. And he's gonna poke at that arty and leave it at 6 HP. So 2 infantry leaving this guy at 6. He can probably put this arty, and he has double arty too. And now you can start to see this 5 HP infantry and this other one coming in clutch. You know, extra unit count, that is gonna matter to be able to just protect these arties and just have more layers of units over here. And less units by Grim Guy, right? Because he did take out 2, so that's less units that he can use to take out Teslas. And another arty. This guy, I'm telling you, it's the arty party. Tesla, I don't know, has been going to the Izanagi school or something lately, because he is loving those arties. Definitely very good from the 2 base, so like for this low push. And he's not investing in anywhere else from this 2 base. Like everything he's making over here is being sent down over here to support this little push. Nothing over here in this area, nothing over here. Like he was like, sure, out of these cities, out this guy. He had the little 6-6 trade and then went back, and that's it. Like he's just focusing over here and then trying to defend like with these other 2 bases. We're gonna have this infantry exchange. This copter is gonna definitely flip around this if Tesla decides to invest too much. But this copter is going to be needed up here. There's not a lot of infantry count. Why am I getting a phone call right now? On a Saturday? Saturday afternoon? Probably spam. Like a random number, you know? And the both tank attacks over here that Tesla had sent in to attack this infantry and interrupt the captures, they are now getting first struck back by Grim. The thing is that Tesla has that side slip already, right? So these mechs, this one is naturally protecting this guy, and this one from the base is protecting this guy. So Grim Guy going in for kind of an even trade, I'd say. We'll see how much the mechs are going to be able to deal, but I feel like this is probably going to destroy this tank, and then he can severely injure this. And then he's not going to have any more tanks to defend this anti-air. But it might be fine because he is neutralizing these tanks, and then this anti-air just has to shoot at infantry, mechs, and copters. So I don't know. It's hard to tell. He's gonna poke over there. Copter kind of midway through this area and here, so he can still protect this. But he didn't interrupt this capture. Could he? Could he have? He could have, but he decided not to. He did shoot at the arty back, but he went to take out unit count here instead of interrupting the capture. Why? I have no idea. Because he could have just shot there and then like maintain it. This anti-air does reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. But Grim Guy is gonna allow that capture by Tesla. And now we have the adder power. Of course, these mechs, well, especially this mech is gonna want to shoot at that. I think that might be it. Let's see. Okay, there's an infantry movement over here. Use it at 2, man, and then breaks through with that. Copter gonna be used to attack the tank, destroys the tank. Wow, sacrifices the tank and then allows to finish it off. Does the mech? Ooh, it doesn't. Okay. Already almost taken out, and then okay, he's able to break through. Now it's down. He gets the city, and he's kind of fine. I think this arty is just gonna stay here because then it's protected by this guy as well. Okay, got this tank there. You could also just put it over here. No, never mind. No. But this copter is gonna go down unless he's able to block. He's gonna break through there and then sit on the city. Ooh. Okay. Oh wow. Let's hit at 1. Okay. So this is gonna be very hard to break through. I think Grim can still do it because he has the knuckle duster. So he could probably sacrifice this guy here and then take it out, and then boom, he takes it up. The thing is that there's 2 mechs that are pretty well and alive, and a tank, and there was a lot of infantry injured here. So Grim Guy doesn't have a lot of firepower to deal with these 2 mechs. So it's getting a little bit tricky here. All that accumulation of infantry from Grim Guy being, you know, now down the drain. you need those infantry to just do stuff, to cap stuff, get rid of other units, especially the double mech, the classic Tesla double mech. And he is gonna do that, and he lives in a 1, makes it through, and now he gets the kill. Okay, so he's gonna get more charge. It looks like he's not gonna use the power. He's gonna get a few attacks there, but yeah, he's definitely very short on just tank numbers, stuff to deal with these 3 things. Now Tesla's gonna destroy this anti-air pretty easily. Probably put this infantry over here and then prevent. I don't know. He can still use the tank, and then he just has more stuff. He has tank, double mech, and now you got these infantry moving away. There's been a kind of a little handshake in this area, you know. Like, I'll have this. This one single Tesla infantry, the one that had healed up, is now just chilling there, which allows Grim Guy to now move this infantry away. So we'll see what he does with these 4 infantry, because 4 infantry is a nice number. If you ever want to flip a city, you need more than 1, right? 2 is good because you can join cap once, but if you have like 3, 4, that's a dangerous number. You support that with like a tank or something, like some kind of vehicle, and that's good stuff. Okay, so mech and injured tank are going to be used to clear the anti-air. And just, yeah, more clearing of unit count. So doing really good with that unit count by Tesla. This guy is, if you want to learn some tactics, just look at what Tesla does. Insane. He really takes care of that unit count. He's gonna sacrifice, like, he's gonna like trade down this, but look at this, it's very funny. You got the Arty protecting the anti-air, the Arty protecting the other Arty, and you got the mech protecting this guy, and also this one with a side slip. So funny. And then this tank also with like a side slip, they can reach here and then attack anything that attacks from this tile. So let's see. Okay, Grim Guy is gonna take out the anti-air. Okay, so a little trade there. Kind of a negative trade, right? Because that was a copter down, anti-air down, and now a tank is gonna go down as well. So Grim Guy going down 2 vehicles for 1 and no follow-up. He's slowly losing that vehicle count, as we also saw over here with like the infantry fight. He has to pull back, doesn't have enough strength to keep fighting over here, but he does have this little accumulation, which is just out of range of these vehicles. I guess this tank can do a side slip, but probably not worth it if there's a mech there. And he's gonna go for that cap. Okay, very bold cap, but there's 2 follow-up. This is probably an easy interrupt, and then already takes out one of the tanks. Probably blasts it. Oof. Damn. You hate to see it. Double tap. Yeah, get the kill there. You can even sit with an infantry, but probably not worth it. Just ball up here with RD, mech, and we have the side slip. So was it for movement there? No. Okay, no movement extra, just maybe attack. A little bit more extra attack to attack that, and then this is extra movement. It allows these 2 guys to reach there and almost take that guy out. Wow, just going for all the infantry. There's no more infantry from Grim Guy in this southern corner. What's up with my English pronunciation? But yeah, no more infantry. You got these 2 guys that are just nothing, and then this fresh guy. This is the only one. Then you have 3 tanks. And you got triple mech. This guy's running out of ammo. Still has 1 shot, but then you have the RD covering. So, man, that unit count. You can see it, 29 to 22. You can see it on the map as well. And Tesla is pretty much focusing on 2 areas. Just focusing over here, just joining these 2 bases, the armies in this area, and in this area. And Grim Guy is kind of focusing over here, and over here. Yes, this like. There's this unit count by Grim Guy that hasn't been doing much over the past few turns. It's just accumulated here and slowly shifted towards this area. We'll see if this can pose a threat and flip the tables around a little bit for Grim Guy. He does have the slight income lead, but it doesn't really matter. What matters more is the amount of army, like 10 units down and the unit value as well. He needs to regain control. So we'll see. He uses the power now. Is he gonna blast some tanks out of the earth here? He only has 3, and he used 1 for an infantry and another one for a low HP tank, and he's gonna take out a mech. Okay. he is away from this arty and from this mech. This tank does 2, 4, 6, so he's still in range of this guy. He's in range of this guy. So yeah, he's pretty much in range of enough anti-tank stuff. So he's gonna get hit. And he can make a tank over here, perhaps, and protect this tank. He's going for 2 caps over here. So this is the moment. This is the moment for a Grim guy. It's like, okay, I need to do another play somewhere else. Like, I can go for an attack over here, and perhaps he'll focus his stuff somewhere else, or maybe he attacks this stuff, and I can get these Cs. I can get the flip, I can get this. I'll be up 22 against 18k. Okay, maybe hold on. I can recover in the army size department, you know? But the thing is, will this be too greedy? Will double capture be too much? Because this is still in range of this. This infantry is also in range of that city. You got this tank in range of this. So he can still go for double interrupt, and there's only 2 mechs. That's it. And there's no mech protecting this guy also. So this one seems a little bit of a stretch. I know this tank is protecting it. So maybe he's kind of putting that into Tesla's decision making. Like, do you want to attack my tanks, or do you want to attack the captures and I attack your tanks? That kind of thing. For now, Tesla's like attacking over here, but he can still interrupt there. And he's gonna, yeah, slap at those tanks. Look at that, even trade. Wow, look at Grim power. Can I get an attack? Ooh, 6-5, damn. 6-5 again. And he doesn't get the kill. Okay. Now he's decisive. He did get enough charge for that. Just enough. Oh, he's at 0. And he's gonna start this. This is the 2 bases. This is the 2 base city. Like, you never see this getting captured. But he could probably put the RD over here and just block around. Copter coming in. Another copter follow up. Okay, tank goes down. Wow, he doesn't interrupt the C. Okay, so Grim guy is gonna get that. So he'll probably be happy about that. So, okay, interesting. But again, Grim guy did lose a lot of stuff over here. And you have like, what, 8 units over here. You have 4. Like, in a few turns, Grim guy can recover. And this is right in front of the 2 base. So I'd be careful as Tesla to keep attacking in this area. But he might just get the city. This means that he has to like take this guy out and then use a tank to interrupt this. He can't use an infantry. So again, another tank dying to an RD. Like, just uneven trades over here. That unit value is like, that disparity is growing. Unit count 24, 23, 68, 90. We were at like 68, 80. Now we're at 90. Like, it's slowly growing, that difference, although he's 1k ahead, right? These trades have not been very favorable for Grim. And you can see from that last turn, like, the decision that Tesla took of like, okay, I could have used my tank to attack here, but no, I'm going to use all my strong units to take out his units. And then when I have more army, then I can do other stuff. Like, he can probably go and reclaim this once he wins this little battle. Grim guy is going to take that out. Copter gets the kill there, okay. Just one little free kill because his anti doesn't reach. Moving in, but this copter is going to wreak havoc here. One of these mechs is going to get taken out. Maybe both. No, both no. Just the one for sure. You got the copter and infantry. And wow, Grimgate doesn't go for the interrupt, so really starting to value more now the army instead of the captures. You know, there's a player out there that would not do that. You know, there's a player out there that would definitely just sacrifice a tank to stop this. But we got this infantry fight still over here. It's very funny, but it looks like Grim guy is gonna get the upper hand. Still getting the interrupts here. Although Grim guy is gonna, in theory, win. It's gonna take him a while to get this. I guess he could like take this out and then recapture, or just keep capturing, join cap, and then the next turn he gets it. Oh, maybe this tank can help interrupt. I don't know. But yeah, Tesla is gonna be very happy that he gets this. He also got to keep this, and he'll get this back. He did take out that little mech, so, which is totally fine. Like, maybe he'll lose his infantry, but he has another copter. There's no anti-air coming. This copter would have to come back over here to try to like support this area. Maybe it's okay. Like, it's away from this anti-air, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe with a side slip. Tricky. Unless you make a missile, but why would you make a missile? And look at that accumulation of unit count. Tesla just happy to hold the city. Grim Guy wants to flip it. You can see the arty coming as well. It's gonna take one more turn to do the classic lock. But ooh, I'm thirsty. Man, I haven't streamed in a while and my throat is like, it's killing me. Gonna protect the mech, take out the infantry. Okay, I'm not gonna go for that cap anymore, which good, wise. And oh no, the whoa, what happened? Whoa, I pressed the wrong key. He goes for this roll, I think. He thinks he can get it, and he doesn't get it. So that is very unfortunate. Honestly, that's very greedy. That's very greedy. Honestly, just cap. It leaves the city at 8. Oh, you guys can't see it. My camera's too big. Let's see there. There you go. This is at 9, so 1 would leave it at 8, and then he joins it. It would be up to 7. So it still require like 2 turns. But yeah, greedy capture there because that resets it down to 20, and now that is gonna take a while. That's 6 HP. Plus, if you're gonna shoot at it with this guy, like, okay, yeah, that's another turn even. Okay, so he's gonna send another infantry to possibly go for that city or threaten this city over here. But the copter is coming. Okay, so this one did go over here to support this area. So it is protecting the mech, which is the most important thing. But a side slip here, ooh. Also, this copter could reach 2, 4, 6, 7 with a side slip. We'll see if Tesla can get a side slip. Already coming there. No tanks from Tesla, so that's gonna be hard for him to deal with his arty. He really loves those arty and mech. Copter just gonna shoot at the safe stuff. Just one tile away from that copter, so getting those shots that he can. Not getting greedy. Not gonna go for a side slip. So just getting those free shots. That's fine. He's happy he has this. He has both of these mountain cities. Well, actually, he has both of these two on both sides. And he does have. Actually, he doesn't have this one, which is the one that Grim Guy has. Now pulling back. No more attacking over here by Tesla. Already pulled back over here. He might be focusing back onto this city now, which should be fairly easy with his arty. There isn't a lot of him. I think he'll have enough. He can have this guy and this guy next turn in range. But he has copters and arties against like an infantry base pretty much, because he's not gonna wrap around stuff, or it's not gonna be there in time. You got this like looming flood. Look at this stuff. There's like 10 infantry or something, 2 artillery, 2 mechs. There's an anti as well. Like, so Grim Guy is definitely on the back foot. He needs to recover some cities, ideally without losing too much army, like he has been. He's gonna use that infantry to go for this instead of this city, because this one is in like side step range of this infantry, and you know Tesla's gonna value this more, so he's gonna interrupt this. He's hoping that maybe he doesn't attack this stuff. He does have these 2 tanks. Oh man, Tesla, he's cutting off these tanks from reinforcing this area, because he has this mech over here, he has this repairing, he has this other healthy tank. Oh, whoa. Almost. That was like almost chaotic right there. But yeah, he's gonna focus over here. So he's gonna really focus on this. Should be fairly easy for Tesla to interrupt. Just double tap, bring the arty. We'll see what he does. But look at that. Like, we have minimal fighting now, right? We have like little pokes now. We're starting to accumulate more army. We're above 100k for each, as like Tesla is in a dominating position, and he just has to like maintain that. Probably go for a few more small objectives. Go for like 1 fight, close it out. Grim Guy is in the back foot. He needs to recover. He needs to be careful of the fights he picks. He can't just get into whatever brawl that Tesla picks. He needs to pick one that favors him, and he needs to get some cities. Is he gonna get this? Is Tesla gonna allow this city, which would put them at equal income actually? Okay, wow, he is. So now they're gonna be at equal income, so that's pretty good for Grim Guy. He's still behind in army, but not that much. It's just half. And as the armies grow, that difference, you know, starts to not notice too much because, you know, as it gets bigger, the percentage is less, pretty much. And he's gonna try to rebuild this army slowly and try to get the city. This is such a disrespect. Come on, man. Like, you can't have this. that is ridiculous. Yeah, you're not allowed to hold this city. It's right next to the 2 base. Come on. It's 2 turns for any infantry from both bases. It is 1 turn away for like tanks to attack. Ridiculous. But we're getting into that classic mixed base stall phase. You got like the little like striped armies. You got the corner, the stripe, the other stripe, and the other corner. Got the it's like the flag moment, or the, I don't know, yeah, stripes on a flag. I don't know. You know what I mean. We got a bunch of copters over here. They're blocking off their nice walls. I love to see this. I love when people do this because these antis don't reach, and then he can just move as forward as possible and just take up space, just dominating, just taking up real estate, just blocking off, even blocking off this infantry from attacking, just being there, just being annoying. He's gonna need another turn of movement to be able to push this back. Well, he has this already pointing at that city. Like, this tank is in range of a tank, but just 1 tile, for example. So, oof, just such a dominating position here by Tesla. And we still have this building army. Now we have 2 tanks, so that's gonna be easier to snipe those RDs, possibly anti-airs as well. Gonna make a mech now. Okay, so he's gonna invest somewhere else, it seems. Well, an anti-air. Wow, triple anti-air. I guess there's 3 copters. But he's pretty... It looks like he's pretty scared of an attack, of a pounce here, which, to be fair, yeah, that's not... that wouldn't be strange to see. You do have a lot of vehicles, so he could definitely go for a pounce. So he has to be careful. If these anti-airs get sniped, then these copters could wreak havoc here. And we still see army accumulating. We're at 150. Like, the armies are building up. The tension is rising. At any moment, it could just explode. And we are starting to see, like, this is going to be an escalation right here. Grim Guy definitely wants to get this. He wants to escalate the battle here. But man, there's a lot of infantry there ready to interrupt it. And Tesla, you know what he's doing. You know what he is doing. All these past few turns, I think, of accumulation, it will all explode right now. Because he's definitely going in. Wow, that was a KO. Damn. He just needs a little bit more charge. And he gets it. He gets the sidestep. He's going to get a little... These are classic, just little Tesla tactical things. Boom. Gets the kill there. Okay. He's going to break through that. And man, this is going to be devastating. He's definitely going to be able to attack this anti-air. Oh man, maybe that anti shouldn't have been there. Just allowing that sacrifice for that charge for Tesla. 2 anti-airs are down now, and you have 3 copters. Like, I know maybe Grim can use a power or a super. Maybe this 3 HP anti can deal a lot of damage, but guys, there's a mountain and a mountain here. Like, this anti, look at the movement. It has to, like... This mech has to like shoot at an infantry and then base block himself to shoot at this copter. He would have to like take out this tank, and it's just, oh man. The tactics of this guy are just insane. Like, he has to take out this and then break through the infantry to be able to hit from this tile, because this tank is blocking the tile that he wants to attack this copter with an anti. Too much, man. It's too much. This guy's too good. Got a little poke there. This is gonna just advance slowly, most likely. Okay, actually just gonna let these guys hang. They're just probably going to die, maybe, or half of them are, and then he's just gonna stay back here. He's definitely low on that anti-air count, and there's 3 copters. He makes another one over here just in case, because if he makes a tank, he could get base blocked over here, like double copter, and then the other one sits on the base, and this anti-air doesn't reach. He would need a power, and he probably won't get it. Oof. So very, very good attack and very good defense as well. Just being mindful of that stuff. We'll see if Grim Guy can get out of this mess. Just very low on that unit count. Ooh, okay, little sacrifice. Maybe. Okay, very interesting. 2 HP does. Okay, 4 damage. Okay, there's 1 copter down. And another tank gone. Okay, so now there's like 2 tanks left. This Artie, it's gonna take out this. Still, you got another mech and you got this tank. There's still a healthy amount of vehicles here from Tesla, and you definitely need that tank and anti-air build. We'll see if Tesla can hold, or like who will hold. This is like desperation moment right here. And all these infantry are gonna get picked off by this army coming in. Whoa, sending triple copter, so he's gonna let one die, just as long as he can get a bunch of kills. So now that unit count is catching up because of this whole attack and all of his infantry getting picked off. Grim Guy is no longer like 10 units down. He's now 5 or so, kind of. So he's slowly picking up. But man, if he didn't let that anti there in range of the airport, maybe Tesla wouldn't have gotten that power. Tesla's gonna break through, and oh, that's gonna be a kill. This is Grim, remember, so that's gonna go down, and the infantry's gonna be able to sit on that base, or I guess that one also. Oh my god! And there's just not gonna be a way to break through, and like that's the end of the road for this base. That's gonna be a Tesla base. That's gonna stop that. This might be the end of the road for Grim Guy, because if you lose this base, it's like you're not gonna recover that. Next thing, you're gonna lose this base, and you know, now you are 2 bases against 6. So let's see. And yeah, Grim Guy tops out, resigns. GG. Ooh. Man, what a game. Very excited to have seen these 2 guys fight each other. Is Grim worse than Adder? Like, is this the end of the conclusion, having the 2 best players at these 2 specific COs fighting each other? Maybe we need more. Maybe we need more games. Maybe we need them to play more times in different maps. That was a good match. Advanced Wars by webcasters when one player's 30 units and 5k income behind. Can he pull it off though? You gotta keep it. You gotta keep it going. I mean, we've seen some crazy comebacks before, so anything is possible. But at a certain point like this, it's like, okay, yeah, that is definitely gone. Of course, this is not gonna be a comeback. But I definitely, you know, there's people that will take forever to resign. There's people that resign too early. I think somewhere in the middle is okay, right? I definitely think there's a lot of people that resign too early. That they're like, oh no, I lost this city or something, or sometimes like I lost this base and like they resign, but they actually had chances because they had like stuff going somewhere else. We've seen some crazy base flips, trades, comebacks, you know. I don't know if you guys watched the video that I uploaded this year of like the Grim Guy advanced strategy. It was like this old match. Well, no spoilers, but that one, it was pretty crazy. Like one player was way behind on base count, and it was like still looking very strong for the one that had like a few bases. It was crazy. That match was crazy. So honestly, anything can happen. Did I see the Poland versus Grim Guy game? Oh, was that on Warps to Wilds? I think that was like a month or a few months ago. What are you guys' thoughts on players being able to resign at any point during the match now? I don't like it too much, honestly. I haven't experienced it yet. I know there's some mixed opinions on it. Like some people don't like it because they're like, oh, I was about to have my game-winning turn, and like, I don't know, you press your Eagle super and they like resign right there, so you're like left with the, you know, the excitement of being able to just plow through everything. But I don't know, I feel like if you ask me, like if you have to pick between what we had before, like waiting to resign on your turn, which I think caused a lot of people to, in live league especially, to just leave, and they're like, oh, I can't resign or whatever, and they just like leave, they just close the tab and then you have to like wait like 20 minutes or more because maybe they had a bunch of banked time for that game to just end, because maybe there's been a few people that will come back right at the last minute to see if maybe you left, and then they'll like beat you. It's like, oh, all that, like that's like some BM that I think is really bad for the community. I don't think that's good for gameplay and player wise. Like that's very toxic. So it's obviously like not the best, but it's like a little bit better than before, I feel like. Oh wait, I think you're right. Yeah, I think it definitely borks the replays a little bit, DPSI. Yeah, I've noticed that too. You're like putting next, and then all of a sudden it kind of dies there on the spot. I think I kind of bit of a spit on the screen. That's kind of gross. Anyways, good match, no? But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. About the resigning during the opponent's turn. I think it's only for 1v1s, right? Or is it also for more than 2 players? I don't remember if that's the case, but it'd be interesting to know what people think. The Poland versus Grim guy. I mean, we can look it up, honestly. Today we have no structure, guys. Today is casting day. I've had trouble finding time to record, but I think now I'm a little bit more settled and I think I can start recording again. But I was hoping that maybe some of these I could like use to post for YouTube. I know there's some people that will watch these streams later, but some people don't. So for those people, it's nice to have like individual videos. Oh, it is the one on Wars of Wilds. Oh yeah, you had said yes. Ooh, there's one on FT Fantasy as well. From like 2 years ago. Huh, on my birthday. That's funny. Let's see. I hate that you have to like change the name of the file to upload back into the site. I mean, hopefully one day we don't even have to do this. It'll just stay there forever. That'd be kind of cool. Let me do this. Oop. There you go. Hey, Shug. Thank you. Have a good one. See you later. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is a... I don't remember the result of this one, so this one's going to be interesting. Does this work? Whoa. Whoa. What's going on? Okay, let me try to be a little bit more... less amateur into this off screen. Man, being a content creator is hard, guys. Also, this map is too wide. Chat is gonna be tiny. You guys are gonna be tiny. Well, definitely not for mobile users, but maybe people that watch on TV. You'd be surprised how many people watch on TV. I get it, like the YouTube stats, you know, and I always thought like most people just watch it on their computer, but there's like a lot of mobile watchers. So I'm sorry for you guys watching on mobile. You can't read the chat, but yeah, you're gonna see how small it is right now. It's like okay. Whoa, I messed it up. Okay, that works. There you go. There's a lot of mobile users, so that's why I try to recommend for other creators to try to keep things simple on screen, because you know, you're watching it on a screen, it's like, you know, it's tiny, you're like this, and you can't see too much, but on TV you can see everything. I'm TV content worthy. Nice to hear, especially when eating lunch or dinner. I mean, yeah, I tend to do that the same with other, like with DJs and just other advanced Wars creators. I love to do that. But recently I've been watching, because I can't watch that kind of stuff with my girlfriend, you know. We're having lunch, watching the TV, and it's like, she doesn't understand. She'll get bored, so I have to watch other stuff. So now I tend to watch it on the computer. Yeah, chat is very tiny. Oh well. I wish I could this is something that YouTube kind of sucks about with the chat. So I wish that could change, but maybe one day. Also, yeah, if you're watching on TV, you can't chat, which is very funny. Yeah, what you say, DP? It's like you can see it, but you can't chat. Like you can open the chat, I think, but you can't chat on TV. I don't know, it's very awkward. But there's a lot of people that watch YouTube on the TV, and it makes sense because I do too, but just not add-on source content anymore. I just watch it on my computer or on the phone a lot as well. Okay, let's get into this one. So we have here another Grim Guy match. We have Poland, one of the kings of standard, and Grim Guy. Adder against Grim, so another Adder and Grim. I guess this was tier 4. Tier 1! Wow, look at Poland. Look at Poland going for a normal tier 4 CO instead of what he should be choosing, right? It's tier 1. So he's going all the way down to tier 4 to meet Grim Guy at his tier. I would really love to see Poland play just a Grim Mirror against Grim Guy, but oh well, that is what we get. What if we do Poland and like, I know he always uses Orange Star, but yeah, he loves Orange Star. I'll leave it. I think they're facing opposite ways, so that's fine. So this is Warp to Wilds. This is a really good map, but a very hard map. I remember the first time I played this, it was in the old Live League when it was just Discord run, and someone I can't remember who it was that I played with, and they did this oh wait, you sent me a DM. Okay, oh, the flipping stuff. okay, for the next one I'll get it. I just don't want to delay this cast. But the first time I played this, I can't remember who it was, as Poland's gonna skip right through this gap. I don't know why he always does this. But you'll see players do this. They'll skip from this space to rush the airport because there is a build where you do a day 3 recon. Like if this infantry goes for this city or something else and you send the following infantry over here, the recon from the space can go like 1 turn, 2 turns, and then 3 turns. I think something like that. It can hit the infantry from this airport from this tile. And it is incredibly annoying and game ending. Like, it takes 2 turns for a tank to arrive here and attack it, and you have to sit on the airport, so it delays your capture even more. And this base slide, so as soon as you start making tanks, you're not gonna have that many infantry. So, and the delay of this also delays this whole chain as well. So it's just, it nukes you. Like, it just destroys you. That recon, I was like, man, this map is hard. And then the next time I knew about it and I rushed it, and it still got wrecked because like I just didn't understand how to play this map. It is a difficult map, honestly, but it is a very great map. There's a lot of points of interest. I've seen this a lot by top players. Poland has been doing this a lot, just skipping and rushing this airport, this mountain city. It becomes very contested and stays neutral for a long time. And Poland not going for like the airport rushing, he actually went for the city instead. Maybe he thought that Grim Guy couldn't or wasn't gonna make a recon. I don't know. Poland has now, it looks like it's an ABBA map, so Poland's gonna get that first tank out. He obviously gets this city. I wonder if Grim Guy is gonna go for a copter base skip. He is. Okay, there you go. It's definitely something that he does quite often. He did it on my match as well, although he did like a base cap delay plus copter base skip. That was like insane. Okay, then you have this back route over here. It's like you have two areas of a lot of money in this map. You have like this part, and then you have this part over here. So, and it takes a very long time. You only have one infantry usually to cap all of this. So it's like we are at day 6. This is gonna do like day 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Day 14. At that time, you might see like, I don't know, a medium tank or something. That's a lot of time. So usually you might see another infantry go for this city. So this one can become pretty contested. It is also in range of this city cap. So if this guy captures this, it's also in range to interrupt. And it has double forwards to attack from. But this is a very bold capture by Paul. I don't know why he went for that. I mean, I know it's right there, but like, that's a Grim infantry from a mountain. That's gonna wreck you. Also, this one as well. I wouldn't be surprised to see Grim go for an attack here because he gets a very nice trade. Let's see. This is an easy interrupt. Easy. There you go. From the mountain. Boom. 5-8. I don't know why Poland did that. Copter gonna come in. He's definitely gonna get in range. I don't know why he put the copter here. Because he could have put it over here and then he defends this guy from getting attacked by this infantry. Although if he does that, then he can get slapped back. Oh wow, Grimblade didn't go for the interrupt here. Was that a mistake? Because now Poland's gonna get that. Because he can interrupt this. You can keep it neutral a pretty long time. Especially, it can get pretty brawly in the middle. Especially with copters flying like from side to side. You can get an RD. I can get pretty choky here if you have the RD and stuff. And it's like, you don't want to fight too much in the shoals because there's like no defense against like good defense. But here comes the anti-air. So, oh wow, I actually missed it, but Poland didn't make a tank that first turn. He was probably like foreseeing that Grimguy was gonna make a copter base skip, and Grimguy still stuck with it, and so he skipped the tank build to then make an anti-air to counter this copter base skip, and now he has a copter of his own. But Grimguy is fine because he can make an anti-air now this turn, and that is gonna be. I guess he's gonna take out the infantry, so they traded one infantry against one infantry. And now he's gonna take that guy out, okay. But he's not gonna capture this. That is more of like, okay, I gotta kill. Still lost 3 HP on this infantry. But this is a very bold cap. You only have one supporting guy and no more coming. I know there's a tank. But there's 2 Poland infantry. You can do like tap or just one, and then you have another one following it up. So that is 9-4. He got better, I guess, because the comp tower was capped. And well, that infantry didn't die. It's pretty nice. You look at that stream of infantry. You're never gonna capture that. Just pull back. Just get away. Run. Get away. But yeah, anti is going to be in time. He's going to protect this. He's going to want to capture that. Poland's going to want to divert some of these infantry stream towards the side. I think that is what this comp tower infantry will be. What am I saying? Sometimes I like can't speak English. Ooh, wait, let's see that again. That was really nice. So he uses the injured infantry to block off this anti-air. Damn, this is like the perfect illustration of the pivot in this map. It is right here, this single tile. I guess you could like point to a few of these tiles as being pivots, but this whole area is very, very, very important. Because if you control this, like yellow, for example, Grimguy controls this area, and then red has to like, if he has stuff over here, he has to like if he has to go to the side, he has to move all the way through these triple forests, like around the mountain. It takes forever. Or go through here, but this is already like enemy territory, so it's like very tricky. This is the big pivot. On the other hand, if red controls this pivot, then Grimguy, he's kind of like, you know, stuck between mountains. He has to like move through these forests over here to go to one side or the other is such a key area. You are saved by this like river tile. Like if you have copters, that's why copters go crazy here, because you can front switch them from the middle to the side. But yeah, this is insane. This single infantry is now gonna block off this anti-air, as he's gonna get these kills here, and then copter gonna go and attack that guy. And there's no way for Poland to reach that. He would need a side slip to take this out with this guy. Oh my god, I wonder. Well, no. I was like, what if he sacrifices his copter? That'd be too much. Sacrifice a copter to take out another copter. But it's not gonna be enough charge. That would give him like 9 or 10. He would need 4 more, and I don't see where he can get 4 more. So nice, very, very nice there by Grim Guy. Maybe Poland should have put the anti-air. I don't know. Honestly, it was kind of helping to protect this, but maybe you should have just stayed on over here. Like, right? This copter is protecting these infantry over here from this copter. So there's no need to bring this anti-air towards the middle. They could have just stayed like here in the forest or this plane, for example. But oh well. Yeah, sorry for skipping ahead or skipping back and forth, but now he's gonna get this cap. You can do it. Anyways, got another anti here to protect this tank. Nice. That was a nice little battle here by Grim Guy. So definitely getting the upper hand on that unit count. Sorry about the noise. My girlfriend wanted to come in and grab something. I don't know what it was. The door is acting kind of weird. It's like the edge of the door is like coming out a little bit when it gets humid here. I don't know why it does that, and then it gets stuck to like the frame, so you can't move. You have to like you have to force it to open and to close. I don't know how to fix that, honestly. Maybe like sanding it, but he's grabbing the copy of Add-Ons Wars 1. Oh man, I wonder where that is. It's probably somewhere at my parents, or maybe one of my brothers has it. You think AA would be in Grim Guy's tank range if it was further back? Oh, okay. Yeah, but maybe like somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to go back, but ooh. Okay. So nice hit there, nice hit there. So this anti-air is free. Like free to roam pretty much. So Grim Guy kind of can see in the middle as he moves away this tank from the side. He has this over here, and Poland was able to front switch the copter. This might put this in jeopardy though. Like this can mean that Grim Guy can stop this capture. And I think he'll be able to get this. We'll see. You have this guy coming. But that's gonna be a dead copter with this copter. I'm pretty sure it's a KO. Or no? Like a normal KO? Is it? Like a... Okay, no. Well, the Comtar, almost there. So he's gonna pull back. Oh, actually, because of the chip damage, yeah, that is a KO. Nice. And he's gonna interrupt there. You got the chain, the flood of infantry. Actually, they all came towards the middle. So Poland definitely wants to get a little bit more brawly over here and forgo the sides here. So yeah, this is not gonna get captured by Poland for sure, because that infantry is very lonely unless he makes like a copter here. But so then the anti would be like has to stay here, but it wants to go towards the middle. Honestly, there's no more copters by Poland, so this anti can just stay here. Maybe put even a threat, like what is anti when like, you know, over here, and then it's locking down at the airport, or like I don't know why it's over here. Maybe to like break through. It is still one tile away from a side slip, but it could be used to like break through and attack stuff. He's gonna leave this copter exposed, so he's not gonna play the game of like, oh, I'm gonna wall it up because, you know, it can get killed. He got the side slip just loaded. Grim has to wait a little bit to get that power, because his power is really good. There's some breakthroughs that Grim can do that are very nice. Poland's definitely gonna get that kill there, so they kind of traded there. Unevenly for Grim though, because he lost a tank too. Gonna get the side slip to interrupt there, and he's gonna start that capture. And okay, he's gonna get some infantry attacks there. He's just gonna send all the infantry And now there's no healthy infantry from Grim Guy. So he might start a capture here as well. It's making it really hard for Grim Guy to stop this. Like he has to invest vehicles, which is what you don't want to. And then he starts a brawl. He just starts fighting and fighting. Thing is that it is kind of in range of Grim Guy's like area. So this can be that thing that I talked on that video where like if it's brawly, the Grim Guy firepower will matter a lot. He's gonna use the power, and it's gonna be for this like 6-5. Was he? Oh, because he was over here. Oh man, if he would have been able to attack from the plane, it would be a little different. 6-5. Damn. But I guess he can. Man, was that a roll? That's just so significant because that means that. Oh man. It's because of the power. Because if now that means that Poland can capture and then take this out with a copter, although it dies to the anti, but he guarantees a capture. Wouldn't surprise me from him. 8-4. Yeah, that's more like it. That was a high roll. And he is well, he could use this guy. But no, he's gonna do the tank. Okay, I'm gonna sit there. Nice. This is gonna force those 1 HP infantry guys, they're very good. When there's no infantry from the opponent, that forces them to use a tank to clear out of this little guy, this worthless guy. It is not worthless. Oh, bad roll there. There's no more infantry. There's no more infantry from Poland. They're all gone. He went for a bunch of snipes. He injured all of Grim Guy's infantry. But now look at that unit count. This is just classic Poland, man. And Anti is going to be here to support. You do have this tank as well. Does it reach 2, 4, 6? It doesn't. Maybe with the power next turn. But yeah, he's probably going to capture. Look. Oh, wow. He didn't do it. Okay. Poland is straying away from his Poland ways. He's going to clear all the infantry and going to get an attack there. So he gets 2 tank attacks. He's going to attack another tank away from the mech. I'm not sure why he didn't attack this one. Oh, I guess this one was on a road. So that leaves 2 healthy tanks from Grim. But this is just going to be kind of a losing battle. Like Grim can keep fighting in range of the base. Like he can attack with this tank 2, 4, 6. Like he can attack this guy. He can attack this guy. He can also, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, he can easily attack this guy right here. He can attack from the forest, for example. He can attack here, boom, and then attack this tank or this tank. And then he can make double tank, and they'll both be protected. And the tanks for Poland are going to take either 2 or maybe 3 turns to get there. Like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, maybe 2 turns for both bases. But that's very significant. Ooh, I see base skips as well. So he wants to win this battle, but I don't think he's going to, especially with the airport here. He's going to clear that. So, but there's these other infantry coming. So this is, in the long run, it's going to be won by Grim Guy. Poland needs to send tanks to this corner to take care of the anti-air, which is locking this down. But he also needs to send them down to the middle, to this overextended battle that he's getting himself into. Why? I don't know. He likes to brawl. I think he just thinks like he's just gonna win in a brawl, but I think this brawl is gonna be a winning battle for Grim Guy. They're actually exposing the anti-air to this tank, so kind of forcing this tank to attack over here instead of going to the middle. And there you go. He takes out those 2 tanks. He didn't attack from the force, so he's just keeping it more in range, but also closer to the mech. He's probably gonna make double tank. Okay, no, anti-air tank. I guess he needs to because this copter can go down here. He does have this copter. This copter is going to help out this area. So we're looking good for Grim Guy in this corner. I'm sure Poland's going to take out this guy, and there's going to be no more infantry for Grim Guy, so he's not going to be able to capture this or this. Very important. Wait, when this potentially. Poland does have a few. So if he can make like an anti-air, squeeze one by, and maybe in a few turns he can get some stuff going here, but he needs to pull back. Right in the middle, he's not gonna keep fighting, right? Just gonna take that out. Just like, what's the expression? Like count your losses or something like that. Yeah, just pull back. There's no point in keep fighting here, and he might divert all his somewhere else. But he has no infantry. He has these 2 fresh ones and these 2. Oh, and I guess this one. But this one's gonna die this turn. So now it's Grimguy's turn to move out with also not a lot of healthy infantry except these two guys. So he might want to switch over to this side and try to go for this as he gets this support. Because getting infantry over here is going to take a while. Honestly, T-copter. Let's go. Let's do T-copter. No? Oh, hold it. Oh my god. Let's go. Yeah, I mean, that is definitely the way, because infantry just walking here all the way here is going to take forever. That's like 4 or 5 turns or more. T-copter speeds it up by 2 turns or more. Damn, and another T-copter, let's go. But no infantry. I guess you can do it next turn and then just, fly a few. But you can see like this city has remained uncapped by Poland for so long. I think it might have been because he rushed the city, so it kind of slowed down the chain. It also, he hadn't sent anything early to this area to support that single infantry, so he ended up just losing the battle. So that's income that Poland is losing in the long run. On the other hand, he still was able to hold on to this capture. Yeah, there's like even income. Unit count looking much better for Grimguy. That whole lower extension by Poland. It's pretty much the infantry count. Like if you look, there's 10 infantry, there's 4 infantry, but you can count the injured ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that's the difference. That's the 6 infantry difference. Pretty much the unit count difference that Grimguy is ahead on. So pretty much Poland was like a sacrifice. I'm just gonna go and snipe your guys, leave you with no options, and then maybe stall it out. And you know, I think that's where. Oh my god, I got 2 of my brothers watching. Nico, how's it going? And Tommy, nice. What are you doing, Nico, here? He's on vacation. I don't know why he's doing here. Go back to your vacation. T-copter gonna fly some infantry over here to the corner. Copter, ooh. We can kind of stay in the middle. I'm not sure what he's planning on. Because the T-copter is definitely for this side. And then he needs vehicles to support these guys. But then you have all these guys from Poland, so tricky stuff. So let's see. Gonna start a capture. These guys are gonna move back. So I think he might move everything towards this side. Follow the T-copter, using it as a blocker. Let's not see that T-copter die. I mean, it'd be nice to have a few more infantry being shipped out. Let's see if Poland... I mean, there's a decision to be made. Either you take out a copter or you take out the T-copter. I mean, a copter you're taking out. One of the two. Side slip. Okay, gets the interrupt there. It looks like he's going in. Okay, copter anti-air. Ooh, okay. Oh, he's able to snipe that anti-air. Ooh. Nothing in range of this already. Okay, and now he's gonna be able to capture this. Copter getting a free shot there as well. Holding this pivot now as well, protecting everything. Ooh, that looked like a really good turn there by Poland. It leaves very few healthy vehicles from Grimguy. Let's see what he can do, but if he can hold this pivot, I think he might be able to attack all this stuff. Let's see what he does. Knuckle Duster. No super, just power. Ooh, okay. Gonna get 1 kill there. And another one there. Okay. Clears the anti-air. Ooh, look at that KO. This tank has been through stuff. It's running out of gas. Mech gets a shot there. Okay, finishes it off as well. Gets the kill of the anti-air. Ooh, very nice actually. Very nice use of the injured units as well. So it's like Poland goes for these attacks, first strike, and gets like these 9-3 kind of trade, no? But Grimguy keeps them alive. And then on Grimguy's turn, he uses a healthy one to like almost take it out, and then he finishes it off with the injured one, like with these 3 HP, 4 HP ones. And you pretty much get like a unit count deficit. Like you just keep doing that over. We saw it with the infantry in the beginning, and now we're seeing with the vehicles. So now look at how many tanks and vehicles Grimguy has versus the few vehicles that Poland has. It's the battle of the unit count here. Anti-air just running around over here. Didn't go and take out the T-copter. Why not? Because there's tanks here in range. I guess this one is healthy. But actually he's gonna... Ooh. Can you see? Oh, it was at 11. Okay, it wasn't that much, but... Okay, he decides to take that out. And he does another sidestep. So now he gets a bunch of other first strikes. He always goes for the healthy ones. Ooh, goes for the mech. Attack the arty. Oh, that's gonna be a strong arty at 6 HP. He's gonna shoot at that, and then you can probably finish it off with like this 5 HP tank. Ooh, this might be the end of the road for Poland. He's gonna lose too many vehicles here. This copter's also in range. Like, I think you can take out both copters and take out like at least 2 tanks. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. Slowing down this capture a little bit more as well. So let's see. Ooh, yeah, 6 HP. Look at that. Damn. And then you got this injured one, and then probably this 2 HP as well. And like an infantry. Yeah, and then you got the copter. Maybe this is a power even. Yeah, copter and then injured tank. Boom, down you go. Even starts a cap here. Finish it off, and then it keeps healing up. Damn. It's the battle of the unit count. T-copter was used for one single boost, and Poland resigns with half the unit count, almost half the unit count. He was gonna get these 2 captures, but yeah, this is just a losing battle. Too many units. We saw it 2 times. 2 times Poland went into battles, and he came out. Like, they came out even on like army size, like value, like how much in numbers they had. But Grim Guy, yes, they were all injured, but he had more unit count. And in these battles, Grim Guy, like, Grim is gonna win. Like, it doesn't matter if he gets side slip here, right? Like, whatever. Okay, maybe 1 unit more reaches or not, but like, if everything is in range, what does it matter to have +1, right? It just gives him +10% in attack, while Grim gets... how much does he get? This power? 50%, right? Like, or I guess 60 actually, because with that +10. So it's like, if the +1 does nothing, then you're just fighting against a CO that has better power, right? And those injured units will come into play, like we just saw. So definitely a good illustration there by Grim Guy of how to use Grim against Adder. Or, you know, you could also say an illustration of how not to fight Grim if you're Adder. Just like, don't get into brawly messes like that. You're not just gonna instantly win just by sending stuff and getting first strikes. The unit count does matter, and that extra firepower by Grim also does matter. Damn, that was a good game. Thanks, Masamusa, for recommending it. Good game indeed. Okay, next up. Let me look at my list. My list is just games I have downloaded. Oh, I have some of my games that I would think it would be very interesting to cover. Let's see. Ooh, we need to see this match. Oof, this one was big. Let's look this up. Where is it? Yeah, right here. Also getting slightly hungry. Oh, and before I forget, let me look up that thing that Sergu was saying. Oh, it's made by Trunit. Trunit makes everything. Trunit is like the king of all these scripts. Okay, it's installed. So let me see. How do you... Oh, there you go. But it doesn't show up when I do the maximize. Oh, it does. Hey, look at that. That's amazing. Nice. That's amazing. I'm gonna have to add this one to the list of the description, because I know people are gonna want this. Where's the match that I wanted to cast? A different Grim versus Adder. Let me pull up this game. Oof. I don't know if you guys saw this one, but this one's nice. I feel like the music player is kind of a little bit wonky, but I understand why, because you start opening different tabs and it starts freaking out. But hey, I've heard that it's planned to come to the site, like, officially. So hopefully there it works a little bit better and you can kind of tell it what tab to listen to or not. That'd be kind of cool. Big props, big shout out to Dev J. This man has been putting so much work. He was doing the music player and then he like became a dev, and he's been doing so many things on the site as well. Okay, so I want to show you this match, guys. Oh, gotta make chat a little bit smaller. There you go. Nice. Let's change these orientation. Let's do it like that, maybe. Yeah, why not? So, I don't know if you guys saw this match, but this match is really good. So, this match was on the map called Looming Threat. It is from the Mariner Cup 5, the latest one, round 1. Okay. Mixed base, right? You got your 2 base, 1 base airport, 1 base airport. This map was made by Monty. Very cool map. It's almost like everything is contested here. Like the only safe zones are like the immediate tiles next to your bases, because everything else is mayhem. There's this gimmick. Well, it's not really a gimmick. Like, but people have gone crazy. Because we have the max arty. That's funny. You have this arty that is locking down your pre-owned city, the comm tower, and this airport. Most importantly is the airport, right? So you have like, this is your 1 base, 1 airport, but then you have another airport. To free it up, you have to decide, okay, what do you do? Do I send an arty to shoot at it? Do I send a copter all the way from here to take it out? But you have to pass through this 2 base control area. I guess it's locking down the comm tower from maybe like a sneak cap from the 2 base, but usually this base will get the comm tower. There's been all kinds of like on the Discord. Oh man, there's been so many people discussing like how to approach this map. Like if there's like a way that you have to play it in the early game to get this, because the airport and the flip is too important. I've seen people like send double infantry and an arty, or just double infantry to guarantee 1, and then it's like, ooh, which one do I shoot? Do I shoot at the capping one on the city or the one on the airport? It's just, I don't know, people have been going crazy. It's been so much fun to see all the theory, building, crafting, and people just being like, no, this is the way, like, this, you have to do this. Honestly, like, there's so many ways. I've seen people get so creative. And I did post one match, one video on this, which was very, very interesting, the approach. Anyways, we have a Max here. We have Max against Eagle. A lot of people have been picking Eagle here. Not super sure why. I had actually gone Kindle. We're gonna maybe cover that later, but Max is interesting because it's easy to take out the arty. You bring your own arty, you point at it, you shoot at it, arty can't shoot at you. Easy deal. Get rid of of Max's arty, and then you capture the stuff from Max. Like you get the flip, you get the airport. So there's a big trade-off by picking Max. The thing is, he's really good in general and standard, mixed base as well. So we'll see what he can do. But this is definitely something that he's giving up. Just a free flip and the airport against someone like Eagle. It's a big deal. So let's get into it. We have Jetogwin, who is a really good player. I've featured him many times. And I think this might be the first time that I have Shippy here on the channel, actually. 1400. Solid player. Jetogwin, definitely the favorite. I think he's like 1600 right now or something like that. At the top of the ladder of high funds. And he does crazy stuff. He loves to stall. He loves to pick those stall ECOs like Eagle mostly. And he is very good at stalling. It'd be very interesting to see a match between Jetogwin and Izanagi. Those two are two of the best stallers, I believe. They do love those stall ECOs. I don't know, you guys. Do you like picking stall ECOs? Do you like picking aggressive? I feel like I have my moment. For certain months or something, I'm like, I really want to go stall ECOs. And then I'm like, I just want to go aggressive ECOs. It's just a little more fun to go aggro. There is definitely something rewarding of like going with a stall ECO and winning if you're like effective, you're doing things well and everything. Oh yeah, Fluffy also. Fluffy's also a really good staller, but he's more of a live player, and I think Jetogwin and Izanagi don't play live, so it'll be hard to see him. I'm not sure if Fluffy's playing any async actually. Anyways, we got our first tank build. Our first vehicle, actually, no, it's already, again, easy little taking out. He's not even going to go for the cap because that's just going to delay. He's just going to move away. Next turn, when he finishes it off, he can go start capture. But we do have a max tank here. No recons. We've seen recons here before. They're very good. We got all these roads to like front switch. We've seen recons from this base to can attack here, or even recons from over here. But now we have a tank. This tank, it is going to be putting pressure over here on these caps. As you see, there's no tank being built over here by Jetogwin. Instead, we have a recon. Okay. That's going to force a tank. Actually, that's going to force Shippy to decide whether he wants to make a tank. And he probably should make it over here to defend these caps. This is a very contested area. This comp tower is hard to get, but it gets very brawly in this area. Because you can only make one tank, right? 10k, 4 bases, 1 tank. Is he gonna make it over here? Yep. Yes. I think that's a wise decision. So now the recon is probably gonna front switch, unless he just like sacrifices it. But it could just go down here and start like harassing over here. We'll see. Alright, he's gonna get a shot there. Will he be able to start capturing? Okay, he does. I think this can deal one damage. Oh wait, it's max. Damn, does he not do enough to bring it down to 9? Hey Josh BW, good to see you back with a live stream. Packing up on last evening of a holiday, so can't catch it right now. No worries, no worries. Oh, it does bring it down to 9. Damn. What's the roll? Oh, okay, so it's guaranteed. Okay, I thought maybe it would be like under 10. So okay, so Jetogwin decides to do, he's like dealing himself 1,000 in damage in repairs, because the amount of time that it takes to cap is going to be the same if he would have just waited. But I don't know, he decided to take on the damage. Maybe it gives him a little bit of charge, gives him 100 more charge. might be enough. The recon actually does not front switch away from the tanks. It still stands here, menacing and threatening. And he has a little tank backup here. This tank is pretty menacing, so he's gonna need to make a tank next turn. Got this copter now here as well from Max, but the tank could go for a double interrupt. Definitely playing like just like aggressive a little bit by Eagle, which I think is the way. Like stalling, going with a SOICO, I think you have to embrace a little bit of chaos, because if you go full stall at the very beginning, you're just gonna fall behind a lot. But it's tough. It's a fine balance to be found against a CO that is just straight up better. Like the only difference is that it doesn't have RDs. But just the 20% extra damage is crazy, and then the power and the super, they're very strong. Not enough unit count here from Shippy to like break through the little wall here of the RD, so everything is nice and protected. But this whole investment, which happens so much, means that he's very delayed in this area. So Shippy will be able to start capturing these things without any interruption from Jetaquin. And we can see like the opposite here, right? Shippy hasn't done anything here yet. He can't even deal with it with his own RD. He has to bring a copter. But instead he's focusing more here. So he was able to get here a little bit sooner than Jetaquin has. So there you go. He's gonna get the comp tower and the city. This is actually pretty interesting because Jetaquin is starting the capture of the comp tower and blocking with a recon here. I think this might guarantee the comp tower cap by Jetaquin because he has to use these tiles. I'm not sure. Maybe the max tank can blow this guy out just like in one go. Goes for the little kill there and blocks this tank from... Oh, actually it doesn't reach. It does, okay. So he blocks it up with his infantry. Nice little find there. Probably just like an infantry trade. But also guarantees this infantry doesn't interrupt these captures. So... Oh, okay. Actually left it at 1 and then this finished it off and then he was able to get that. So nice little finds, little plays by Shippy. Keeping it aggressive and trading. He'll get attacked by this tank, but Jetaquin doesn't have any comp tower, right? So that's gonna be a 100 firepower tank against a max tank on a city. Let's see if he actually decides to attack that tank. And there's also a copter follow-up there. And no anti-air, so I don't think an anti-air could reach 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I don't think the Jetaquin wants to attack this tank. The recon was used to pretty much stop this capture, injure some of these infantry, just cause a little bit of chaos, like just not give these cities up for free to Shippy. He's gonna keep fighting with these infantry, but these are gonna go for Shippy. So he's gonna be up the 2 comp towers, right? Jetaquin is gonna get this one. He's gonna take out that infantry, so does a little infantry trade, and he pulls back. Just gonna pull back away from that copter. These are gonna most likely die. Like you can just hit it from here and then take it out with this guy. Like those are 2 dead infantry. So I think the unit count now is gonna be a little bit in favor of Shippy. Also, it's a little bit deceiving because of the RD, this guy. Eventually Shippy does need to get this. Like that's a 2k difference that goes every turn in favor of Jetaquin. So he does need to take care of that. And I think that's what this copter is going to try to do eventually. It's going to need 2 more turns. But it's not looking too bad for Max here. It could have gone a little bit better over here in this area, but it is kind of what it is. He did it pretty good here. Does need to deal with this. It's kind of tricky. Also, with this airport now being unlocked, so you have double airport, so too many threats to respond to. A lot of tanks. Okay, let's see. Jetaquin has this already. I think it's a little bit sketchy to go for this one. Maybe he can. I don't think he can block well enough. I think maybe he can. He can start a cap and then block like this. But he decides not to finish the capture of the comp tower. Wow, look at that. He decides to go for these more favorable infantry fights, and then this guy is gonna go get that comp tower a little bit later. He decides to take out that infantry and start the capture. Ooh, wow, that was very nice. Nice little find there, much better than this neutral city. So he's gonna shift all his army from the 2 base actually to this little side. Can have a just giving this up because this means that Shippy is gonna get this city, he's gonna get this as well, and he's gonna get this city as well. The comp tower might be up for grabs, we'll see, but I'm pretty sure he's just gonna get it. So we might see like a triple comp tower max. I do think Jetaquin is gonna get this. There's no way for a Shippy to stop this. There's too much going on. But this was nice little blockage here. He can still tap the RD, but look at that nice little joining of the armies. Pretty much every vehicle that Jetaquin owns is over here. This is just infantry. So there go the caps. That income is going to slowly go up in favor for Max. I don't think he's gonna want to interrupt this. It's not sustainable. Like sacrificing a tank to just delay for like 1 turn because he can then join cap and there's no follow-up, not worth it. So he's, why is he gonna pull back, sit on the city, just give this city up, and he'll probably get this one. Maybe he can get it back later, but he's gonna try to, it's like he is gonna move out over here. So he's sending this tank here to support this attack. This scout is probably gonna take out this already, so he's setting up to capture these things. And Jitakuin doesn't just pull back. He's gonna go in and attack. Just gonna take out some infantry. Not gonna attack any vehicles just yet, and just expose a few of these vehicles. But there's a bit too many from Jitakuin. I mean, it's all of them, and it also allows him to go for this city flip as well. And he's gonna go for that com tower. He's not even gonna attempt to go for that. I'm gonna let it go. Nice little setup here. I don't think he can break through 246. Like maybe like a max force would get through there, but yeah, no, you need. There's not a way to break through and attack that arty, nor a way to attack this anti-air. And you have double copter as well. Like this is pretty strong. You have the double base and then base airport reinforcement over in this area. Yeah, that's gonna be a losing battle. So Ship B is probably gonna have to retreat and just like whatever, lose 2 infantry, almost, you know, a 3rd one, and just pull back. But now you have another city in the thread, possibly the com tower in the thread as well. We got all these infantry with all this army support. No, not even no vehicle, but just no production whatsoever in the north. What the hell? Just double infantry here. Just giving up everything, just like focusing everything in one single area. Just all in, just completely all in by Jitakuin. This guy knows how to play Eagle and how to play stall ACLs, man. If you really want to learn how to play stall ACLs, it's definitely the way to go. Ship B is gonna poke a little bit over here, but yeah, you just can't deal with an all-in kind of attack, right? You need your own all-in. So he's gonna try to poke at all these other places and try to maximize gains everywhere else. Like this is now at 1, so that is definitely not gonna be enough to injure this guy. So he's gonna get that. He's gonna get the com tower as well. So he's gonna beat 3 com towers at least for a little bit until this gets flipped by this army from Jitakuin. But it's the all-in against the I'm everywhere kind of thing. Jitakuin's gonna take out that tank. Okay, didn't take it out, but pretty favorable there. And shifting away, actually moving the army a bit away from this area now. He's happy with this city, it seems like. Didn't even go for like a cap here and arty. Maybe the copter tank build, you know, it's deterring him a little bit. We'll see what he does. Maybe forcing the hand from Ship B, like, okay, now you have to build something from over here or else I'm just gonna bounce. This is just too much. And you have a lot of cities as well in this area. And he can do the RD thing of like capturing and city protect this capture kind of thing. But Ship B now up another com tower. It's 3 com towers against 1. Gets the flip now. So 23 to 19, 24 to 19. And then he's going to get the airport as well. So getting some momentum going. He's going to definitely punish all these infantry. Like all these are just going to die. There's no vehicles. Jitakuin hasn't made a single vehicle over here. Not even a copter, I don't think, right? Maybe there was a front switch, but like this is barren land. This is no man's land, or it's more Ship B's land than it is Jitakuin's at least. That com tower is gonna get flipped in 2 turns for sure. And there's not a lot of healthy infantry even. Like all these are engines, there's only 2 left. He's gonna have to start pumping stuff out to like just not let this whole corner die. But maybe he will let that corner die, and maybe he will do something else. Jitakuin moving out over here. Actually did get a little chip damage there, so that's something. It is gonna cause a 1000 worth of damage to max. It's 100, but yeah. And there it goes. Ooh, the double already protecting that city flip. We're sitting at 20 to 24k. Army-wise, they're kind of similar. I'd say a little bit more in favor of Ship B actually. but you definitely don't want to get into a stall. I think Shippy is going to want to keep brawling, try to go for more objectives. It is hard against a stally CEO like Eagle. It's the king of the stalliness. But look at this army, and Jataku just like pulling back. Like, you can't really attack into this, right? You just have to poke at different places now. Like, he's gonna get the comm tower. He's gonna. Will we see a 4 comm tower max? I mean, yeah, right? Like, that's gone. He's even attacking the base. Not a single vehicle made by Jataku, right? Not even a cop to nothing. He's just giving this up. At this point, Shippy might be able to even flip this freaking base. And Jataku is just sitting here in the middle, just investing his whole army in just protecting this middle city flip. Perhaps like menacingly staring at the 2 base, but man, it is hard to flip a 2 base, especially with so much terrain. Like, it's not like on the other map, the one that we saw earlier today, where there's a few mountains surrounding your base and then you can get kind of blocked in. Here it's way harder. So we'll see, but Jataku loves to stall. He is happy to get that 21 to 24. That is going to change over here with all these caps. I don't think Shippy can realistically attempt to get any of these or any of these. Like, the whole army's here, right? So it like has this aura around. You can see, right? It's like this whole area is controlled by Jataku. You cannot touch that area, but you can touch all the other areas. Definitely don't allow this to go through, but it looks like there isn't anything in place by Shippy to stop this from going through. So definitely a big loss here. That's going to be a city flip that you wouldn't want to allow. But it looks like the infantry are moving towards the left now. So Jataku might be happy to get this. We might see him shift somewhere else, maybe towards this corner or like this side, I guess. We will see. But just playing it very patiently. He just wants to accumulate more army and more army. He's slowly getting charged, right? So it's definitely something to be afraid of, or not afraid of, but respect. You gotta be careful of that lightning strike. But a mistake that, oh my god. Is that base lost? I think he can still take it out, but damn, man, like, he's just letting that base go. Oh my god. Jataku, what are you doing? This guy is an all-in guy if I've ever seen one. Putting the tank on the sea to delay a little bit of this city thread. Where's the mapping stream? Someday. Hey, hopefully I can get back into streaming more often, like, I don't know, once a week or once every 2 weeks, and we can get some of that stuff going. But man, a lot of people make the mistake of respecting the Eagle lightning strike too much, right? It's like the ghost of the lightning strike is there, you know. You're scared, like you open the move plan and you're like, oh no, there's so many things the lightning strike can do, and it's like, yeah, it's painful, but I think that video that I had shown kind of showcased that if you respect it too much, then you're gonna lose, because you don't want to allow Eagle to accumulate too much, because every turn that goes by, it's like exponential. Every turn is double, so you're just going double every turn against your favor. You want to force Eagle to use that lightning strike. You want to keep the escalation of war, but wow, he's gonna get the base. Yeah, like, he can start capping, block it, and that's it. Look at that. Boom, boom. That's all gone. Maybe investing too many vehicles here, Shippy. Sending too many over here, maybe a little bit scared of an attack onto the 2 base. But it looks like this whole army, like the entire army now, is pointing quite literally at this corner base. So maybe you need like neo or medium tank. You definitely need to start making some bigger stuff right now, because this is definitely going to want to move out here, and it's going to be impossible to join this stuff with this army in the corner. Like, this is just controlling this whole diagonal. But isn't it crazy? 4 towers max. You got a 4 tower max. You want to see some stats? Like, what if you do like planes against planes? Yeah, 4-5. You can get like a 5-6 on a planes. That's just ridiculous. And then if you flip it around, that is just oof. A 2 Oh my god, at like 210, yeah, that is devastating, man. He is definitely going to be counting on those copters, just like triangle units, right? Copters for the tanks, anti-airs for the copters. And wow, he does double cut. He doesn't make any tech up. I think he definitely needs a tech up. Ooh, this is going to be a problem. The thing is, he does have 3 arties and 4 and more copters coming, so that is going to help him deal with any tech ups as his copter is going to fall. And now going for all these captures, and he's going to attack, it seems like. Jitagi also really respecting the powers from Shippy, like maintaining that distance, but also in his favor. He's very solid. He loves this game of just accumulating army. Definitely is falling behind on the unit army department, right? He's a little bit behind, but and unit count. But at this point, it doesn't really matter. At this point, it's all about this amassment and potential lightning strike that will come. Believe me, it will come. Look at this army. Oh my god. He definitely needed a tech up right now. Man, the amount of times that I've had to like open the move planner in situations like this to be like, what can Eagle do and what should I do to prevent a devastating lightning strike? It's like a nightmare, man. But yeah, there goes that base from Jistaku. It was completely like abandoned. It was like, whatever, I don't care about this base or this airport, who cares? He's gonna get this lab, but there's 2 labs. We got this one and then this one. And this one is pretty safe because of this. I mean, we'll see. If he goes too hard here, I mean, he can still get this lab here. So it's pretty much like a lab on each of the 1 bases. That can be something to keep an eye out for. He's definitely not going to interrupt these captures, so Eagle is going to finally have 1 comm tower, but still against 3 comm tower max, which is Add-Ons Wars 1 max, pretty much. Hey Max, my travels were really nice, thank you. I had a nice little vacation. And now we're back. It took me a while to come back, but we are back. Oh. And when you see Eagle sacrifice a copter against an anti-air, you know exactly what's about to happen. And should be perhaps getting a bit impatient, also not using any of the powers or anything to like brawl or just trade down in general. You know what's about to happen. An anti-air sacrificing itself against a tank as well. You see that charge going up. We're going to see some attacks. You know he pulled out the move planner and made sure that this is going to happen. Got the guaranteed kill there with the Eagle copter. And yeah, this is going to hurt. Still 1 bar away from the lightning strike. And he gets the last copter on anti-air there. And it is here. Guys, it is happening. The lightning strike before any max powers. That is definitely something that you don't want to allow. Man, this is gonna hurt. All this army from Shippy that he had been building, like double, like copter tank, copter anti-air, is just gonna get shredded to pieces. This all in play is gonna pay off for Jistaku, even though he like gave up the base and airport and everything, because he's now using the lightning strike to get rid of this whole army for free because there's no retaliation, and he's also being able to pick up a few over here. Look at that army difference now. Crazy. Even gets a snipe there, so this copter's gonna go through without dying. I think the anti can reach 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. No, I don't think it reaches. Oh, maybe through here. They can reach through this path. You have to clear the anti-air. But yeah, base is gone. The airport is also gone. We got freaking anti-air pointing it. So this is all gone, and there is a few healthy infantry. So that is all gonna get flipped pretty quickly. So now the whole focus of the game just change dramatically, right? And I think this is exactly what a Stoli CO wants, like Eagle in this matchup. when you unmix a mixed base map, it's like perfect for Eagle. It's the perfect scenario. I really think that an aggressive CO wants to keep it mixed, because that's where like brawl everywhere, front switch, that kind of thing, that's where it shines. But now Eagle like splitting the map in half, like this is a nightmare for Max. It's gonna be very tough for him to get it to brawl again. He's definitely gonna use the power and just get some attacks out, you know, whatever he can get. There isn't that much because he lost a lot of the army over here, and especially all the army over here, so he doesn't have a lot of vehicles. He's gonna have to rebuild it, as all this is gonna get flipped. Okay, a little bit of a brawling here, a little interrupt here, but it's gonna be a lot of repositioning, and Jitakuin can probably just reshift everything either to this side to get this comp tower, or he can just sit back. Honestly, just flip all of this and just sit back over here, like draw a line on the map right here, accumulate army again, and do the same thing you did. Like, look, yeah. I mean, still put some threats over here, right? Not be extremely passive, but mostly. So we're gonna see a whole bunch of brawling here. Don't think they're in range to like this anti-air. So slowly regaining a little bit, but you can still see the army like discrepancy is pretty big. The income is pretty wild, but it's all gonna even out in a few turns. This might help Shippy recover a little bit in these next few turns, but the situation, like the macro in general of the map, is not looking good for Max after this whole thing, this whole base trade. Now bringing all this army, the triple RE from Eagle got these running out of fuel. Look at this, 15 fuel and 9 fuel. That's funny. He also, I mean, definitely is not gonna allow this to ever go through, because that's his last lap until he flips this. I think yes, he will be ahead on income, Baldanko, because he has these two sides, even after flipping this. But look at that army, like he just has way more army. He must have like 15, maybe 20 vehicles, and Shippy just doesn't have the same numbers. And I know Jitakuin is just gonna sit back. He's gonna point at this city with an RD, point at this one with an RD, and he's just gonna draw a line here. Like Shippy is never gonna get this, right? It's right next to the 2 base. Look at that, boom. Even poking at the pipe seam. But yeah, he's just gonna wait, accumulate. He's at 170 now. He's probably gonna keep going and slowly like trade a vehicle here or there, boom, boom, a little bit, and slowly build up that charge until he gets a lightning strike. It's very hard for Shippy to start any brawl now. You can see the difference in the map, right? One big massive army against another big massive. I guess you have like 2 sides now. You went from like so many fronts around the map to just 2. So it makes it really hard for Max to start any fight. You got the RD locking down there. You would have to get into like very unfavorable fights, especially because he's also below on unit army. Jitakuin is gonna move out onto this city with the little RD lock there. Max, I guess you could make an RD of your own or a rocket, but yeah. 25 to 21. If only Shippy was ahead in army, then this would help him out. But this is just like slowly helping him recover to an even just amount. He's gonna try to go for this, as Jitakuin's like most of the army is over here on the left, but he still has quite a sizable army over here. He has infantry everywhere pretty much. He got all these guys ready to stop this capture. And that's like the main focus is going to be this. It's all going to be about this city, and he is going to let this go through, it seems like. Yeah, that city is going to go through. And now they're 22 to 24, so it's pretty even. Honestly, very much winning for Eagle. Jitakuin going to still pose a threat with a triple layered infantry wall. Staring down at this comm tower. There's only like 4 or 5 infantry from Shippy, and there's like, I don't know, 20 by Jitakuin. Oh my god. I think the unit limit is like 65, so getting pretty close to that unit limit. Actually, what is it? Doesn't say. I guess it doesn't say. Okay. It's probably bugged because the replay is over. But should be not gonna attack into this. This is just way too many infantry. Like, this is gonna be very winning for Jetagun to just flip this. At this point, I'm not sure what Shippy can do. You have the decision of like, okay, do I tick up, right? Do I make a medium tank? Do I make a neo tank? The thing is that Jetagun can easily deal with it, like copter, IRD, and a lightning strike and stuff. I do think it's kind of the way to go to withstand, or like to start brawling a little bit, instead of just like light vehicle, light vehicle, light vehicle. I think this whole little light vehicle trade is very beneficial for Eagle because he starts building a lot of charge, especially in this scenario, like this big stall moment. Let's see if Jetagun breaks through to stop the cap. He doesn't look okay. He's not going. He's gonna allow that to go through. Okay. But he's locking down these two middle cities, and he's gonna go for that com tower cap with the triple layer infantry wall. It's like you're not breaking through that. There is this threat, right, of the power and possible super buy max, so that is definitely something to respect. Nice use of the recon there instead of sending infantry. This is gonna force some tanks out from Jetagun. But man, we're over 200k now for both of them. Like, this is the dreamland for Eagle. You got this back base just making infantry. Jetagun just skip. It's like he doesn't care about these corner bases. He just makes some infantry. Maybe he doesn't build anything. Like, whatever. It's all about these, the two base and this other one. And this army from Chibi is getting pretty sizable. But it's like one is going to this side and then the other one is going to this side instead. And now Jetagun is actually the first one to tech up. He makes a Neo tank. It feels like he's a little bit afraid of a possible base flip here. So, and that Neo tank also seeing, you know, Max doesn't have any RDs, right? A little trickier to deal with. He does have the copters, so those can help, but it might be a bit overworked, the copters. You know, if they have to deal with tanks and copters and Neo tanks, so too much. So it might force him to make a Neo tank of his own. And moving away from the com tower. So it looks like he's going for another all in. Like, the entire army might just move over to this side. The thing is that most of his infantry are over here, so if he would have had them more over here, then he could push onto this area. We'll see. Maybe he just wants to sit back. Again, draw a line here. I guess it's like a wavy line, but still. Just accumulate. We're at 250,000 in army for the Eagle player here. And Ship B is gonna start attacking, it seems like. Okay. Just attack one tank. Just kind of poking a little bit, maybe wanting to start a bit of a brawl. But pretty awkward to attack over here. There's not that many tiles to attack from, right? You always need two infantry to break through, and then you get one attack. That's when units that KO in one attack become so important. New tank gonna kill there, okay. Just a bunch of infantry dying. So a bit of a more favorable trade here by Jetagun, getting more infantry kills, and he makes another medium tank. So he's like really, you know, putting his foot down. He's like, I am not gonna lose this space. You need to start taking up. Oh, actually, he made a bomber. Okay, nice. I love bombers. So it's gonna help deal with these guys. Infantry just like moving out there. And just staying back. Just holding the line. Damn. Bomber coming in. He's able to hold that. So we still have 3 com tower max with super coming, so max blast. So you gotta be careful. There's probably some numbers here, like for example, a tank. Like, that's a kill right there. On a plains, that's a kill as well. And like, I don't know, with a super, like, what if it's on a C, right? That's a kill almost. Like, there's some nice breakthroughs here that can happen. What if, like, you have a tank right on the plains? That's almost a kill. Like, if it's on a road, that's a kill with a super. So definitely stuff that Jetagun has to be careful of. I think copter also kills, like with a super copter against this copter. Maybe with a defense of Eagle, I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, with a max pass, it does go down. Okay, damn. That's crazy. The power. So he has to respect that. Because a bunch of KOs could be the breakthrough here. This is just still infantry fighting. Kind of losing a bit of vehicles, right? It was like a tank for a 3 HP tank, and now this copter's gonna go down. Jizagwin's just gonna keep fighting. They're still gonna slowly build charge, which I think benefits Jizagwin a lot. Shippy has only used 1 power in this entire game, and now Jizagwin is moving on. It looks like he might get the charge for a super right here again before the max power. Not again. Not again. Not again. No. Anti-air and anti-air. Oh, a copter. He's 1 bar away. Tank on tank. Infantry sacrifice. Another infantry sacrifice. Another infantry sacrifice. Copter, tank on recon gets the super. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Oh my god, this is gonna be it. If it was looking bad for Max, this is the nail in the coffin. Bye bye Max army for a second time. Now in an unmixed scenario, which is so beneficial for Eagle. It's just destruction. Destruction all around. Neo tank and medium tank are gonna wreck. I think maybe even this anti can reach the bomber. No, no, no. Look at that. Oh my god. Yeah. This is a GG if I've ever seen one. Ooh. There were some good moments by Shippy, I think early on, but then I think he just started respecting too much the Eagle super. And this is like instant GG. Yeah. Damn. GG. That was yeah. There's nothing left. There's like a single tank here. This tank, this copter. The fact that the bomber was hit by the anti-air. Oof. Good attempt. Good attempt. I think it's a very clear showing of how to play Eagle in a mixed base situation. Really well played by Jitagran, honestly. Such a good player. Yeah, he still takes submissions. You can use the link. I'm gonna have to do another stream to do those reviews. Very far behind. Hey Maps. Oh, you changed your name. Maps Cast. Hey Marco. How's it going? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm happy to be back. I wanted to show you guys my match on this map. So I think it was a pretty how do I get it? Oh. What's it called? Oh, I'll just look myself. Bruh. There's a map that has my name, and so it's hard to find my games now. Oh, it's actually 2 maps with my name. No, there's more than this. Why is it so big? How do I look for maps that just is me? Okay, I can't. Okay, I found it. Dang, okay. No one has covered this game because it hasn't been uploaded before. That's how you know. So. Oh. I'm making a mess. Oh, wait, I think this works. There you go. Ooh, anyways, how you guys doing? Long stream, no? Oh, it's been 2 hours only. I'm getting kind of hungry. But I do want to cover this one. Where'd the music go? Oh, there you go. Oh, you have another channel, Marco? Okay, I didn't know that. Hey, Schwarzwald. Life's been good, yeah, it's been good. Just been a little bit busy these past few weeks. Just catching up. Settling back in and trying to find time to do streams. Getting too famous for Advanced Wars, right? No lunch break. You just finished your first year of college last week. Damn, you're young. Got some youngsters in here. I know some of the top players are also pretty young. I'm not gonna give any names just in case, but yeah, I know some of them are pretty young too, like in college. I literally, it was my birthday last week on Tuesday, and I turned the decade. The decade. And I'm not talking about the 20. Oh, you started college way later? Okay. A snack. I mean, there's like a pizza slice or two that are in the fridge that I might just like stuff in my face. But I think I can hold on. I think my girlfriend's probably really hungry right now. It's already, yeah, it's like almost 5. But it's okay. It's okay. I think we can do this one, and then maybe I'll take a break and cover some more. Or call it a day, we'll see. Damn, not 40. Oh my god. Yeah, I did actually. I went to the US. I went to California, to LA. That was nice. That's where my girlfriend's family is from. That's where she's from. So just went there, do some family. I visited some friends. I mean, I lived there for a few years as well, so just catching up, you know. That was nice. And then I came back, and then there's like family coming here as well, and just like, you know, seeing just a lot of like get-togethers, and then I also got sick as well. I got sick twice this year. I don't know why. Like, I got sick in the US, and then I got sick here. So I got both strains of the flu, in the north and the south. Did you play a game of Add-Ons Wars with Teach? No, we didn't play. Unfortunately, we didn't play Add-Ons Wars, no. We should have. Honestly, we should have. Oh, I'm moving the camera. Anyways, let's get into this match. And I think I'm probably gonna go a little bit slower on this one because I do want to explain the thought process in this one. It was pretty interesting. And I kind of want to review some of my recent games. There's been some games that, I mean, win or lose, doesn't matter. You know, there's some interesting games out there. You know, some games that you put your heart and soul into them, and it's like, it doesn't matter if you win or you lose. It's like damn, this match was really good. There was so much that went into it, and it just sticks in your mind forever. Yeah, we could have like played some Advance Wars Game Boy kind of thing. Ooh, the map is kind of cut off actually. Damn, let me adjust that. Oh. Also, word of advice, don't do this during a live stream. Wait, isn't this the same map? Why is the chat blocking? Did I not change that? Did I just cast the whole entire other game with like a corner being blocked off? Or am I crazy? Okay, that looks kind of okay. Okay, let's get into it. I think the colors are fine, right? I like these colors. But now I can change them if they're like colorblind issues. What do I change it to? I think this is fine. Whatever. Okay. So This was my match in the America Cup number 5, the first round. Map called Looming Thread by Monty. Great mapper, great map committee member as well. Huge shout out to him. You guys have no idea how much work he puts into the map committee. Just insane. It would the site, like the map tagging and everything, would not be the same without him. Honestly, just the dude is like lifting hundreds of pounds worth of like map committee work on his own back. Crazy. Anyways, great map, amazing. And I went with Kindle, which I didn't see a lot of people going for on this map. There was a lot of choices, a lot of eagle pickers as well. And we have Ripia here. I believe he was like 13 or 1400 at the time. But yeah, I went with Kindle instead. So a very interesting matchup, right? Eagle against Kindle is not very often that you see. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Usually your best counter against Eagle is like plus movement, like max. So you can like snipe stuff and more firepower. Or like Olaf, so you brawl, you hit him with the snow, so you reduce his movement and the global damage. But Kindle is a little bit different. So we'll see what I had planned. I didn't really have a plan, honestly. I was just like adapting on every turn on the fly. I think I'll probably move up. I'll probably open up some move planner stuff here just to showcase some stuff. So we have the RD thing, right, where you're protecting this cap, so you have to kind of take it out with your own artillery, with capping with an infantry, or bring a copter, that kind of thing. There's a lot of options. We'll see what Rifia decides to do. It looks like he's deciding to go for a double infantry RD, right? That's the whole plan. Very greedy. Very greedy. Come on, this is like the most greedy possible opening on this map. It's the double infantry already on this base to go for this whole double cap already kind of take out kind of thing. It slows down your capture on this side area, so that is definitely something to note and to keep track of. And I'm not gonna do that. I am not gonna go for the same thing. I'm not gonna go for the RD. Like, man, I've seen that before. Like, I don't know, Kindle against Eagle, and it's like, you're just gonna lose because you're just playing the stall game from the very beginning, and you're gonna get into a board state that is not gonna benefit you. I wanted to just brawl. Like, I'm Kindle, I need to be standing on cities, I need to be brawling, and eventually I'm gonna get smacked by a lightning strike. Well, that's okay. As long as I can keep the brawl going, I can keep the income advantage, I can just keep it there, boom, 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 just constantly. And then the advantage overall on the map is gonna slowly creep up and build up. The lightning strikes are gonna like even it back up, but it's like the lightning strike is gonna catch him back up on the board instead of like winning the game, which is exactly what I wanted to do. So I'm gonna go with double recon. I should have done like a recon earlier, perhaps, to be able to like attack this, which I've seen a lot of people do, which was really smart. I was kind of late. I just like built my third infantry, and I was like, oh, I would have made a recon, but I didn't. Okay, it was whatever. I'll get more economy. I'll get this, and then chain the com tower. So pretty much, he's gonna go for the double, you know, the city airport, and already sitting on the plane, so a little bit more defense. So I'm posed with the big decision of, do I shoot at the RD, right, to reduce some of the army of Rifia? Do I shoot at my city, so this would be a 2k swing per turn? Or do I shoot at the airport, which is a 1k swing, but it is a freaking airport, right? That is air units that Eagle will be able to pump out of here. And people on the Discord have had many different takes of what you should do in a situation like this. And I remember seeing, I think it was Content, he was like, I would just go for the airport because then you have to deal with air units. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense to me. That makes the most sense to me. Because, man, having to deal with like building anti-airs to counter the possible copters coming out, it's just gonna slow me down. It's gonna pretty much stall it out, right? So I wanted to avoid that. So I'm actually gonna send both the recons. Also an earlier recon could have stopped this, but yeah, You see, this recon should have been 1 turn earlier, so that was a mistake, I think, from my part. But I'm gonna get a little bit of more income and come to a little bit earlier. So we'll see. We'll see. I remember that, like, lamenting not doing the recon a little bit early because I could have threatened this. But oh well. So I do shoot at the airport, right? He shoots back. My arty is gonna be at 2. This is good. It's not a 5, right? It's a 4, so that's gonna take an additional, what, 2 turns. As long as I can keep this neutral, the better, because it's the more time I don't have to be worried about possible copters coming out, and then I have to make anti-airs, and then it's like, it's very easy to solve it out, right? Got my recons. This one is pointing at this guy. There's no tank built here from Rifia. He decided to make one over here, I think. Yeah, he's gonna protect this capture instead. Got this recon pointing over here and over here. So I'm still gonna get 1 poke, I think. So I'm gonna attack again, and I get a lucky roll, I believe. Could be wrong. Not worth checking, but it drops it down to 2. It could have been 3, right? And then it's at 6, so it would have been 2 turns, but now it's down at 2. So that's an additional turn that I delayed at the airport. So the airport, instead of being capped by like day 5, for example, is gonna be capped at like day 8. So it gives me 3 or 4 more turns of no copters and no anti-airs that I have to build in these 3 bases. That's huge. And we're also moving out over here, right? Because I'm not focusing over here at all. I'm not doing the RD at all. I'm just focusing first. I want to rush here. I want to be sitting on these cities because these are urban terrain. I also don't want to, like, if I can, I don't want him to get any of these 4 properties. I would like to be like 3 com towers against 1. That's the dream. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, but we'll see. So I'm going for the 2 caps. I know he can go for double interrupt, but that's fine. Again, that's brawling, and that's brawling me from a city. So that's fine. And I have a follow-up here. Like, I can still interrupt the com tower from the forest. Like, there's options, right? Recon gets a poke there. The other recon is over here. I wasn't super sure why this infantry moved 2 tiles instead of 3 from the base, but it doesn't matter too much. But now you have the double recon. Like, the 2 recons early on went to the base that went the greediest, which is very important. This recon could have gone up and probably forced a tank and then we front switch, but no, I was like, no, we're just gonna focus on this corner. We're gonna destroy this corner. This infantry is down at 2. This infantry is now at 5. It's gonna cost him repairs. It's gonna be at 7. It's gonna be able to cap. It's gonna be easy to kill. So now there's only 2 healthy infantry and 1 arty, and recons do good damage against arties. And interesting that Rifia, like, he made the tank here, I guess, to protect this capture instead of here, but he's definitely forced to make a tank over here on this turn. And I make a copter. The plan of this copter, as it's just in time to pass through right to the side, because if he makes an anti-air, right, I can go here, anti-air gets built. Oh no, actually he makes an anti-air now. I can still move the copter here and it doesn't reach by 1 tile. And then I can maybe squeeze it through this corridor and then eventually hit the RD. And that is going to be my way of clearing the RD, as there's like some thunders outside. It's been raining like for 2 days here. Hey Diego, how's it going? My RD goes down. This is gonna get capped, and now he's gonna join cap. So 1 infantry down, right? Pretty much join cap. That's 1 infantry down. This is gonna accelerate the airport cap a little bit, and he is going to block off the RD. Honestly, he could have put this infantry here, and then this guy here, right? Because then he can block me from attacking the airport guy. But instead he decides to protect more of the RD. That single tile is going to matter a lot. And he actually goes for a double tap here with no com tower, no chances of clearing that. This is going to be great. There's going to be a lot of infantry, right? But I can definitely get a tank kill from the city here, and you don't want to be attacking a Kindle city tank with no com towers. I mean, I would love to, right? Let's keep that battle going. I'll definitely have to make a tank here, as I have to. Oh, I had base skipped, I think, for this copter. That was a big investment, actually. Got a little staring off here. This will probably go into up there. Gonna go for the mountain city. There was some infantry positioning here for the mountain, but it's probably not worth it looking back at it. you know, when there's 2 recons and only 1 tank to deal with this, I think I attack. I don't remember exactly. We got these 2 caps here. He didn't position this guy in range over here because I think I had the 2 guys, but he's positioning over here. The thing is, this one is just in time to interrupt, so that's great. But posing a question here: do you interrupt or not? Finish the cap. This is gonna be pretty much for free. At least these 2 are guaranteed. We'll see if we can squeeze these in. But we're gonna attack there and then use the tank to, boom, clear 1 infantry. So pretty much 2 infantry down for 1. So that was a nice little trade. It's fine not getting the city as long as you can fight like this. And had to fight from the plains just because to be away from this guy. And oh, actually I don't attack. Okay, never mind. So I guess I just let this go through because I didn't want both of the recons to die. I was thinking that I perhaps attacked both. Like I just went all out, but perhaps not. So now they're back out into the field. They could go either way. They can front switch to the top. They're like pointing at, they're defending these captures as well. We'll see what they do. But he does get the airport. At least now it's day 7 instead of day 8. Okay, so he got it 1 turn quicker. And something interesting he does, actually, he could attack from the forest. The thing is, this copter is protecting this tank tower. I wasn't sure there was a way. No, actually, there's no way to block. So the copter would have been able to get a kill there and no support from an anti-air. So he instead finds a way to attack my infantry here, get the clear, and then sits on the city. So that was pretty interesting. And he skips the capture here to guarantee the com tower, just in case, I don't know, I do some shenanigans. And he goes for the cap here with this support. Got the other tank, got the little tank chain, and he makes an anti-air. Yeah, he needs that anti-air for sure. But moving away from the copter, right? So move the battle away from the copter, got a killer, was able to sit on this silo, and I don't get access to the city, so I can't attack from the city onto this tank, which would be really nice. I also don't have a tank. So, and I think, I don't know if you guys noticed, hey, kill me first. But I actually started, I think there was like, I was really behind on income, but because I was kind of skipping a lot and that kind of stuff on the recons. But now this turn, my income will catch up. And he definitely wants to now move out. He's gonna have 3 healthy infantry with arty and tank. He's gonna want to get this city. So now it's my turn. 15 to 17. There's gonna be a bunch of caps. Got 1. Well, I guess this one's income. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A lot of captures. Now we're up at 20. But he has 1 to go. But that's where we want to keep it. We want to keep it low income. And yeah, I'm not sure why he allowed this. But yeah, I just went all out. Just sending the recons. There's 3 healthy infantry. Took 1 out, damaged the other one. Now there's only 1. Pretty much guaranteed, or like they're gonna die, right? This tank can kill this guy. This arty's gonna shoot at this guy. This one is gonna live though. It's on a city, so it can still poke at another infantry if the option is there. And I go for an attack here. I guess I have. Oh, I have the double com tower. He doesn't have any, so that was pretty beneficial. Plus the chip from the infantry. So I think it allowed this 8-5. That was pretty nice, and it's in range from the base, so I can make a tank this turn. I'm just gonna sit on that city to prevent any capture. Just gonna interrupt and keep attacking. Very low on infantry though. He does have like 1 more, but he's also pretty low. Like his chances of capping stuff here are now pretty much gone. He needs some more infantry. As I'm also attacking here, this guy is gonna defend this guy. So there's like not a lot. I'm also pointing at this city constantly. He also wants to point at this one. So these 2 guys are like both like this. They're like, you go, no, you go. Like, you know, they're both posing threats and defending. They have their own little battle right here. From between the mountain valley kind of thing. But anyways, we got the battle here as well going. Definitely gonna get that com tower. And got these infantry moving out. It's gonna be kind of awkward. Like really want to squeeze through, but it's kind of hard. Need more tanks, but I don't have enough funds for that. So I make a tank here because I have to chain it, and I make another one over here. There's something about this turn that I can't remember. I guess this tank that it went this way instead of this way to protect the recon. I guess it didn't reach. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So these recons are just going into like a kamikaze kind of mission. And this tank is also protecting this tank from a few tiles away. So it can attack this side of the tile or this road if this tank decides to go and attack. There's also the copter, there's also this tank. So it's a pretty winning battle for me, I think. Just really trying to brawl and just attack army. Well, this is very, very much delayed. Gonna keep fighting here, okay. He's gonna clear that. He's gonna keep capping. And he doesn't attack. He went for the clear of the infantry, so now I'm very low on infantry as well. And I can't attack these tanks. He's also pulling back towards his 2 base. So difficult now to attack here. There's also no cities here as well. So I kind of want to fight on the cities. I don't want to be fighting out on the forest and the plains. Hey Starflash. Hey Melody. It was really intense. It was really intense. I did spend a lot of time planning this, and I was traveling too when this was being played, so it's kind of hard. Tank gonna get that kill right off the base, and Copter can't do anything, so it's just gonna squeeze through, I think, to go for that arty. It's like exactly, yeah, it's exactly in range for another turn. Just gonna clear there, and that's like the last infantry, right? They were all fighting, so there was a lot of infantry fights, and now he can't capture anything. I feel like I repeat it all the time, but man, it's so important, the infantry. Like, your healthy infantry are what determine the battle, because now he has no chances of capturing anything here as he's pumping double vehicle. I do have a few healthy infantry on this area, so somehow if I can connect these, then I'll have a bit more chances of capping this, and that's going to be the objective, to like push the advantage. Gonna fight a little bit there. It's out of range of these healthy tanks, so that's super fine. And yeah, also, yeah, just gonna sacrifice everything. Just gonna injure this guy. I'm gonna fight here as well. Like, it doesn't really even matter. I definitely have to chain a tank here. Yeah, okay, there you go. Triple tank turn. No arties as well. Remember, this is like left. So the cop is gonna be the one dealing with this. They don't want to slow down the game by making an arty. But also just no arties in general against Eagle. Like, don't want to stall it out. Just keep it versatile. Just tank, copter, recon. But yeah, infantry went from 10 to 1 now, so that guy can't even interrupt this capture. He might be forced to... well, he can easily interrupt with his tank, right? But that's a tank. That tank is going to be shooting at this instead of, I don't know, any of these guys. It's going to eventually win that battle, but that's a 4, so I can bring one of these guys eventually and finish it off. My poor recon, doing a little bit more damage. It's still going to repair up to 10 next turn, but like no income damage because he has to spare. It's still doing its thing. And now Urban Blight is active. That's important. Gonna clear that. My poor infantry's gone. And he is gonna keep brawling. I also didn't tank chain here. Probably would have been wise to make a tank here to support this guy, because now this one is a little bit outnumbered. But you do have, oh, this one's not in range even. Okay, but this tank was definitely necessary to be able to kind of escort these guys into this area. There goes the free interrupt as well, and the charge is slowly going up, right? I have more charge, which means I've been losing more army. So now it's my turn. Man, I wish I remember the things that were going through my head here. There's a lot of move planning, but so this tank can't shoot. I don't know if you guys can see the lightnings. There's lightnings. It's tricky. There's a lot of vehicles here, and this is the 2 base. It's very hard to go through. This tank is now has to either go here to support these guys, or I have to go here to support these guys. It's tough to pick where to put pressure, right? He's at 18k, and I want him to stay there at 18k. And if possible, I want to keep getting more up 20. This will go down on this. You know, he will go down to 17, and then I'll keep going up in income. Get this, get these. Like, that's the whole objective. Just squeezing more and more income advantage. but I don't have movement boost. Just urban terrain like things. There go. Oh, I think that's also, yeah, I had to make an infantry so I could start capturing this. Like literally my only infantry. So just in time for that. Gonna put the tank on the city. Gonna. Okay. I think that was probably a bad idea. I think I should have finished off this tank. But I just wanted to injure tanks. I think my theory was like, I'd rather Eagle have a lightning strike with a bunch of like injured tanks than a few less healthy 10 HP tanks. Right? Because if you attack with a 4 HP tank, it's like, what are you gonna do? You'll just be like sacrificing them. The nice thing about Eagle is that you do like copter tank or tank, and then you can use the 8 HP tank again on your lightning strike turn. But if you have like a bunch of injured ones, you're just gonna be like boom, 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 just sacrificing them. Harder to pose any threats. The problem is that, for example, this is not that good of a trade for me, because he can go in with this tank and finish this off. So I took down 6 HP, but I lost 3 HP, right? When I could have just like taken this out and I would have 10. And then, I don't know. It felt like it could have been better if I just took it out, but I'm not sure. Just gonna keep attacking here, just take out as many infantry as I can. There's a copter here, but you can see, like, right, he's very delayed. The recons have definitely paid off. I was able to get this, I might get this. Actually, never mind, there's a copter right there, so that's definitely gonna get interrupted. I don't know what I was doing. Honestly, that was like, just gotta give something, the copter to shoot at. I think it was because I didn't want it to shoot at this guy, and there wasn't anything else I could shoot at it, so I could maybe finish off this guy, or maybe like sit on the airport. I don't know, just like be as annoying as possible. And I think, yeah, he's gonna finish that off. So you can see now, oh, that's at 2. Wow, okay. And I didn't use Urban Blight either. Okay, interesting. And maybe I should have looked at this match before I casted it again, but oh, he finished it off with the anti-air. So now you can see there's not a lot. We're getting close to that lightning strike, so gotta be really careful. Slowly getting a few more infantry as well, so it's gonna be hard to deal with that. I'm losing a lot of unit count as well, 22 to 31. I do have the super ready though, and the super can be pretty nasty with Kindle. So that's a tool that's always going to be under the belt. And I use the Urban Blight. Why, you ask? I'm not sure. I think this was a positional thing, because I think I wanted to put this tank on this comm tower. So, oh, also, it brings that guy down, huh? Right? Yeah. It injures this guy. I think it also injures this copter. I think that was it. There wasn't that many. He was really careful with where he would sit on the city, so that was pretty good. So just doing a little bit of damage, forcing some repairs, but I can finish this off pretty easily. Boom. I'm gonna get this. I can threaten the comm tower cap as well. I can sit on that city. And I'm sitting on the silo next to the city, but again, I have a lot of charge. So I can get another Urban Blight, and if he does attack from here, then I can Urban Blight it, take it out, something like that. And then I'm gonna bring this tank and sit on the comm tower. And guys, I need to show you this. Like, if you attack this guy with no Urban Blight, you can probably take it out. You can do like 9, like maybe you sacrifice the 4 HP and then you do like 9 and 7, you take it out, you attack the infantry, like you can kind of wreck this area, and like I don't have that much, right? You can still control this pivotal area. But look at this with Urban Blight, like that is insane. That's like, you can throw all of your tanks. You can throw all 4 of those tanks and it might still live. And you will lose most of them. So it was going to be a very bad trade for him to go and attack this guy. So that was pretty important, because now I can bring this guy. Also, yeah, also forcing him to attack from the plains or the shoals instead of the forest. Holding these nice terrain till you got the side of the mountain. So I'm still threatening here, and now I can start. Like, I finally joined these guys that were waiting and waiting and waiting. The little escort worked. So now this guy can go for the city, maybe this can go for the comm tower. I need to get this extra income and attack. I go for an attack on the silo there. I think I kind of blocked something weird there. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of like a 2-for-1 trade here because Artie's gonna shoot at this tank. I was like, whatever. Like, it'll just have to be. As long as I just keep it injured. I don't think he could get the lightning strike. Like maybe if he sacrificed everything, but he like would have to sacrifice all these tanks, and then what kind of a lightning strike do you have, right? And that was the whole purpose. Like lightning strike with no army. That's what I wanted. Like this 5 HP tank is not gonna do that much to this anti-air, and this already couldn't reach it either. So I'll still be able to take out the copter if he like uses that lightning strike. And look at that, he's gonna pull back. I mean, of course, he doesn't have infantry, so he has to. But he also doesn't attack this single tank. Because this guy had no reinforcements. I guess this guy was a little bit reinforcing, but yeah, there's no chance that he can attack here. As he brings up all the following army, and he gets a little poke there that I don't think I had realized. I don't know. That was probably a mistake from me. This guy should have been here or on the forest. I'm not sure. But now he's doing something similar. Like he's bringing his own tank here, probably this copter as well. Or maybe he's going up here to kind of deter this area. He's trying to join the city infantry with this little army to try to threaten this flip. Man, this map is crazy. There's so much going on. It's so hard to like protect everything. There's so many properties that are contested. And now he also has the arty pointing at all 3 cities. So I cannot use these cities anymore to sit on them. And he's so close to that lightning strike. Like that is ridiculous. That is, I don't know, a few tank attacks and he gets it. He's gonna sit in there to like be annoying, prevent me from capturing. And the lightning strike threat is active. Like at any point, he like if I go for any attack, he can use a lightning strike. But you can definitely see like he doesn't have that big of a wall here. I can definitely go take this out, attack the arty, and over here, I'm not sure. Let's see what I did. I know I said I was going to open the move planner, but I don't even remember what my move plans were. Okay, so here instead, oh, I can sit on the com tower. That sucks. But I go and attack that guy, and it's okay, it leaves it at 1. And I do clear, and then attack the arty. Oof, leaves it at 1. Damn. Very close to that urban blight as well. But this is like I'm scared of lightning strike. But look at that, sitting on this city. So if it's a 1-on-1, this is gonna, like he's not gonna win this, right? He can't make a he can't lightning strike this tank. It's just too much. And I can probably make another one. But I'm gonna go in and take those 2 out, boom boom, and then capture the com tower. And I don't even go for the capture apparently. I just go and attack another infantry. I think it's also trying to take tiles away, making it harder for him to. Also, this guy, if I would have captured here, then this 10 HP infantry could just go and interrupt this or the com tower. This is sort of guaranteeing that I can get the com tower. He has to go and take out this tank with 2 tanks and then use this guy to interrupt there, something of that sort. But I think I block here as well with this infantry. Got double tank here on silo and city, just having reinforcements. Copter back here since the anti-air. Wait, was there an anti-air before? Yeah, there was. It's on that died. And there you go. That blocks there. So now only a tank can really interrupt here, and you would be sitting on a shoal next to a city against Kindle, Weather and Blight. Look at that lightning strike. That is literally like a breath away from being fully charged. This was delayed a little bit, but eventually I'll get the flip. Man, the move planning here was probably, I remember it was wild, but it's hard. Oh, look at that. He has 1 counter. Okay, 1 counter against 2, but there's only 3. He gets like, okay, he does get the kill. He's gonna interrupt there. He does go for the interrupt with the 7 HP tank. He keeps attacking with the infantry. There's not a lot of healthy infantry again because I keep fighting with these infantry. Even if this like when the dust settles in this battle, it's like it's fine. Even if we're both like lower income, it's fine. It's better for me that there's less income overall, and he won't be able to capture any of these. Tank is gonna definitely go down, sacrifice itself for the Brown Desert Nation to just take out this arty. Infantry also gonna go down, and again, all these infantry or injured infantry are gonna be very much delayed. And Urban Blight, remember, like Urban Blight is a big slower of captures. Yeah, that. Couldn't protect that guy, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, I think it was like scared of lightning strike or something. I saw it to be like 2 turns away from this copter with his copter. So yeah, nightmare. And almost close to a super again, but their Urban Blight is locked and loaded. Lightning strike is also locked and loaded. Will he use it this turn? He doesn't. I was almost certain that he was going to use it that turn, but he didn't. And I was pulling back, right? Playing against Eagle is tough. He had to base skip here. No tanks here, so his anti-airs should be pretty much fine. I can get a nice kill here on this tank. Boom, from the city. I can probably finish off another tank. He's making so many tanks. No anti-air though. This copter can probably go and get a kill, but not really. Remember, this is lightning strike. He can make an anti-air and then attack the very next turn. So this copter can't really do anything here. It also has to be like 2 turns away from this copter so it doesn't get sniped. It's very tricky. And yeah, crazy. Literally like day 12 and we're already speculating about lightning strikes. Also, this tank wasn't covered, but it was used to, I think, yeah, it was to attack this guy. Oh, it is covered. Okay, so I can definitely get into that little brawl there. Finally get that flip. 22 to 17 is really nice. Unit count not looking very hot for me, but we're still gonna keep taking all of these guys out. So all these 2 infantry are gonna go down. No more infantry except for these guys. And we're gonna attack from the city, get a bit more charge, and we're gonna use the Urban Blight. I don't think there's any. Oh, I guess this guarantees that. A little attack from the city there. Boom. Yeah, and then just a little bit more firepower. Attack there. Again, injured infantry. Nothing that can cap here. I guess this guy can. Then tank is gonna go and clear that. Instead of using this guy to attack this guy, it's a little bit more safer from this stuff. Still very scary. Copter, tank. You can see very injured stuff, right? All around. So lightning strike is a little bit less scary. Plus with these like low numbers of army. And sitting on the comm tower, sitting on the city, sitting on this city, and I got this capture going as well. It's like I didn't get any of these 3, but it's like, okay, now I'll get this one for sure. Then I can see of getting any of these 2. But I'm sitting on these cities, and it is nasty to attack with these tanks. And these don't reach, right? So lightning strike works if you have the units in range. I guess these could move out and then attack on the next turn, but they're going to be at 9 instead of 10. I have the power active. It's like even at 9, right, with a lightning strike attacking maybe from a forest. Like I remember looking at this. It still like leaves it at 7, and then it hits back at maybe 5 or 6. It's like a 7-5 or 7-4, right? During your lightning strike turn, like, was that really worth it? Like, you're losing more value from attacking, and then I can just respond or just like finish it out the next turn. So definitely very strong, the Urban Blight for positioning and just putting the stuff on the cities. And going, I don't know, just killing a few more infantry, whatever. I didn't like this also. This was just to fight. I never was planning on getting the city. It was just like to keep fighting, keep getting rid of those infantry that he was sending to interrupt this. And slowly, now magically, I'm 28 to 22 in unit count. Like we were 31 to 24, and we had been always like almost 10 units behind. And then all of a sudden, this turn was boom. It's a big swing in unit count. There's a bunch of infantry dying everywhere. And it's like, okay, he's definitely gonna use the super here, right? Like he has to. He kind of has to use the super. Like at this point, it's like really forcing the hand. Like you have to use the super to come back, or else you're just gonna keep creating more of a gap every single turn. At this point, I'm at 6k in income, ahead an army on every count, and I still have the charge for like I can do another Urban Blight next turn. I just need 6k more of charge, which is nothing. So really maximizing that charge is huge. And he can definitely get a pretty strong lightning strike. He can also swing around some of these tanks as well. Like this copter could go over here and attack over here. The copters were crazy, man. These copters, lightning strike, they can go anywhere. this copter was now fine to be here because it was protected by this anti-air, but I had to put these guys on cities. It's just like, it was a pretty big nightmare. Let's see, he's gonna clear that. He's gonna keep trying to cap that. And he has all these infantry. This is probably where he has the most capabilities of capping, but still injured, right? They're at 7, 9, 6, even this one at 5, which is more so to like take control of the tile. Even gets a little poke there, which I guess I didn't realize or something. He just gonna join some of the injured tanks, gonna pull back, doesn't attack. So the urban blight positioning paid off for a turn. But it's like, it's delaying the inevitable, like, right? The lightning strike is gonna come. Like, eventually it is gonna come and it is gonna hit and it is going to sting. But it's just delaying it. It's like, okay, boom, just taking little edge, little margins of positioning, of a little bit of damage here or there, to a certain point where he has to like do it to balance things out. So now it's my turn. I get that cap. I guess I could have like skipped it and gone for the com tower, but I don't know. I just want more income. 24 to 17 is nice. Eventually to be 25 to 17. And I am definitely not going to allow these caps to go through. If he does get this whole side, then that's going to be a huge problem. That is 3k more, that's 20k, and the second com tower. And yeah, that would be a pretty big change. So also no anti-air here, but remember lightning strike. He doesn't even have to make an anti-air. He can just pretend he's going to make one with lightning strike. So I kind of had to go for it and just like went right next to the base, just injure some tanks. Like, I need to fight, I need to get some charge, and urban blight. It hits a tank here, it hits all these 4 infantry on the city, so really delaying these caps even more. So I gain more time, and again sitting again on the com tower. Also, it gives me the edge on this little battle because it injured this little guy. I can cap this. There's no more infantry to interrupt here, so I can just like, wait, why did I put this guy here? Did it kill an infantry? Probably. So now like a tank has to interrupt here. These two are obviously gonna die, right? Like, I'm assuming these are gonna die easily with the tanks. Anti-air, lightning strike, dead. But I kind of needed to keep it that, just keep it low, just keep it at a few tanks here, a few tanks there. That's it. Just like, it'll hurt, I know, but it's fine. Like, we can hold on. And look at that discrepancy now. It keeps going from 70 now to 60 to 122. It just keeps creating more of a gap. Obviously, like he can do a lightning strike here and like do copter. Like, I remember here it could be pretty devastating because he can swing this one around as well. So I had to be very careful with the positioning. Had to make sure this guy couldn't be attacked. But he can pretty much like destroy all of this, I think. But then these would still live, and then I can kind of even out the battle. But he also have to send some of these tanks over to this side, so then I could win over here. So it was like that, you know, right? He could even it out somewhere, but then I would still get a profit somewhere else. And there's a lot of caps. You got this, you got this, you got this going on, and I think, and that's it. He timed out right here. He actually never ended up using the lightning strike. It doesn't let me go through anymore because of the timeout, but he resigned. I think he said GG, and that was it. And that's how I was able to beat an eagle on this map with Kindle, with no extra movement, just with more attack, just by positioning, just by sitting on those cities, forcing those battles, destroying those infantry numbers like constantly. It's definitely not easy. Man, it took me like a lot of brain capacity. It's like crazy. Ooh, one of the toughest matches I had in a long time. Just so much planning. Just not having that extra movement that Max has, or like the snow and global damage that Olaf has. It felt very different. It was more about like making good decisions overall, unit building, where to fight, where to stand. It was very tricky, but that was like a really good match. And hey, Kindle can beat Eagle, you know? Yeah, I definitely think that he hold on for a little bit too long. I think there was a turn. Like I feel like he kind of had to use it maybe here or the next turn. Like over here, where I didn't have this was my weakest point, where I didn't have Urban Blight on, right? But I mean, I could have, but it didn't serve much of a purpose. He could have done an Urban Blight here, and just like, you know, destroy a little bit of one side, and like it didn't have to be a game-ending one. He can like easily take this out. Copter can, and I'll go here, and then I'll take out a tank, just brawl a little bit, and even the playing field a little bit. Over here, this Copter was just out of range of a instant anti-air build, but he could still use these tanks and just like, yeah, just destroy some of my numbers. Just destroy these tanks, destroy this infantry. It's not gonna be the most ideal lightning strike ever, but it is what it is. And especially now that I don't have the Urban Blight, because this was the only turn that I didn't have Urban Blight for like these past, I don't know, from like day 10 or something, right? It was like, yeah, day 9, day 10. Wait, what the hell is going with this? Something's wrong with this. But anyways, you get it. It was harder to lightning strike onto an Urban Blight turn because of those extra stats and being injured, and it's like it was too much of a difference. The counter attack was just too strong, and it was just not gonna be as good as he would have wanted. But yeah, he definitely held on for a little bit too long. This might have been the turn, day 12, where he had to use the lightning strike. I also think that it's too greedy to go for this right off the bat. It's just a bit too much, in my opinion. But I know a lot of people did this, and I think it also shows. I mean, we covered 2 matches on this map, right now. You can play very stally and you can win, and you can play very aggressive and you can win also. So this just shows that it's a really great map. You just have to not be too greedy if you're stalling, and if you're the aggro one, just go crazy. But certain moments be a little bit less crazy, but mostly be like 90% crazy. And if you're stalling, be like 90% stall. Don't go all in 100%, unless you're Jataguin and you just like forego a whole entire corner of your map and all in the others. You can always think of like the mistakes, no? Like it worked because of the mistakes of the other, but I don't know. It gets too complicated. Anyways. What time is it? 5:30. 3-hour stream. Should I do some more? Or should I do one more? Ooh, there's some of the Quack Cup that have been crazy too. Ooh, I really wanted to look at this one. Should I do it? Should I do one last one? Let's do it. I've been doing good, Melody. Thank you. Yeah, I've been away. I probably said it like 5 times in the stream already, but yeah, it's just I had like a 3-week trip, and then I don't know, when you come back from a trip, I feel like it takes a while to like get acclimated back into the routine and stuff. And I also got sick, and I had a birthday, and I had like family come over as well, so like a lot of get-togethers, so it's hard to find the time to record some more stuff, and I kind of ran out. But we're back at it. Also adopted a dog, so yeah, she's been keeping us busy. Yeah, I want to do one of the Quack Cup. I'm gonna do one of the Quack Cups. Let's see. I need a replay. Yeah, this was pretty cool because, you know, it's the tag, but all 4 COs are different. Let's see if someone already covered it. Hey, no one covered it. Okay. Yes, there is an Add-Ons horse, Doggo. I'll show her next time. Let's do this one with a mini chat. Can I move this? Oh no, I can't. Okay, they'll have to work. Okay. So, what a match. What a map, a matchup, like the setup, the format, everything. You couldn't ask for a crazier setup right here. This map is amazing. It's called Viridia Aqua by Poisovakasha. Great map. And we have, it is the first round of the Quack Cup. What is it, number 3, 4, 5, something like that. I think number 4. And it is tags. And so you have Colin and Olaf for Daniel Moreno from Colombia. And then we have Wulong, who went with Hachi and Eagle, which was pretty much the popular pick out there. This was the pick that everyone was going with. I also am guilty of going for this pick. Can you beat it? Can you beat the Hachi Eagle? Like, come on. It's like the synergy is amazing, right? You just build cheap units, like cheap vehicles on all your cities, and then you just lightning strike. It's just crazy. On the other hand, we have Colin and Olaf. It's like, interesting, because it was like tier 0 and tier 1, right? So yeah, let's get into it. Also, Wulong in the Amber Blaze, I believe Wulong is a Chinese player, so we have China against Colombia pretty much. And I never have it certain, you know, the whole lightning strike, the player, I mean, lore. It's like I don't know if Wulong is also lightning strike. I think Wulong is a different person than lightning strike, but I know lightning strike like manages like a gazillion accounts on Add-Ons Wars Web. I also know Wulong, if he is indeed a different person, he also manages a few different accounts. I don't know, they kind of like share the account or something. Yeah, funny stuff like that. But Wulong is a really good player. In theory, from what I've understood from him, is that he in fact is Shasha. But I'm not 100% certain, because that's what I asked him and he said yes. But it's hard because, you know, the language barrier is a little bit there, and I don't know if also he's the current Shasha, or he was also before, like I don't know if Shasha was a different person before and then he just gave the account to Wulong. I don't know. That I don't know. Yeah, it's tricky. With the Chinese accounts, it's kind of tricky to know who's who. But yeah, very interesting matchup. We have 4 different COs here. So Colin's going to have stuff 20% cheaper, while Hachi 10% cheaper. And gonna skip right for the airport here by Daniel Moreno. Wulong, no, he's gonna go for the city first and then the airport. And actually, Daniel Moreno skipping the chain back here and going for the port instead first. Okay, interesting. Usually I would just go for the double chain back here, just like Wulong did. And the first vehicles we see are a tank anti-air by Daniel Moreno. Anti-air, a pretty early anti-air though. Kind of like trying to counter a classic copter that everyone always builds over here in this airport. There you go. But I don't think you need it that early, right? Like if you're trying to defend this city, you can do it the following turn, but I don't know. And double already here from Wulong. Going for the double cap. This might skip over and go for this one. This one's so contested and crazy important to get it. Also remember, this is Hachi. I don't know if everyone knows how these tier 0 seals work, but Colin gets 20% cheaper, lose a little bit of firepower, and then the power gives him more money pretty much based on the money he has, and then the super gives him more firepower depending on the money he has. And Hachi gets 10% cheaper, and then with the power he can build, like the cost reduces to 50%, which is crazy, half, right? And then with the super he can build land units on cities, like the same thing. He gets 50% and he can build on cities, so he can be dropping mega tanks on the front lines at half price, right? This is like another classic. You pick an arty, you move over to cap this, defend it with an arty, maybe block it somehow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to like put this infantry here and this one here, arty here, done. Let's see if Wulong does it. He's gonna protect these caps. It looks like Dan Moreno is gonna get this. That's gonna be very good for him. This one is so contested. No. Yeah, this one right here. This one's really contested. Also this one. These two are extremely contested. Copter's just gonna move out, kind of neutrally, pointing at this city, for which now Dan Moreno has another early anti-air, so that you don't have to like step onto the city to take out the copter. The crazy thing here is that not only is it high funds, these guys have like such a short fuse, right? Like that's 2 copters dead and boom, he can use the power. Same with Hachi, like it's just so short. Ooh, so short. That sounded weird. So, gonna put the anti-air here in the city. Nice there to delay this capture. Another anti-air threat, countered by a tank. Gonna need a tank probably, or a copter. I'm interested to see why Daniel Moreno rushed the port here. We'll have to see. He makes a tank here responds to this tank. Got the arty here. He didn't skip over to go for this because I guess he wanted to keep the anti-air here to stop this cap. So a little bit of a trade-off there. And Wulong, definitely going over here. Okay, he's gonna get that city, which is pretty big, pretty significant. As Hachi, being able to build on cities is an even bigger deal. But just very conservative here. Looks like these 2 cities are not gonna get capped anytime soon. Gonna go for that. This is just a classic of like, I'm just gonna sacrifice my copter, boom, to interrupt this, slow it down. And then eventually you can bring an arty and lock it down from the forest, for example. Or like the show, whichever you like. Gonna sit there. Getting a little bit of a build up here. Get the arty pointing at that city. Nice and defended. A little bit of a wall here to defend from the copter. We've seen 1 single poke just now. The first attack. And there's no anti-air either, so this can be a pretty easy kill by Wulong. He might want to just sacrifice his infantry over here and injure this guy to slow down the cap. Okay. They're playing very stall, honestly. A lot of arty. You got double arty here, another arty here, another one over here now for Daniel Moreno. Got the copter chain here, just staring at this one. He didn't go for the interrupt with the copter. Wow, I would have definitely gone for that. That's pretty crazy. Because you attack from here or here, and they have to move off to attack with the anti-air. And it's like, you get charged, right? And you're delaying them quite a bit of income. So it kind of, the copter pays off for itself pretty much. Plus you're like calling, right? No, I guess Hachi is even cheaper. It's like an 8K copter. But gonna attack there. Surprised Wulong didn't attack that infantry. Damn. Okay. Guess these guys don't watch Poland. But tank gonna attack that anti-air. I don't know why it was exposed like that. Maybe he didn't care too much. That is gonna go down for sure. Now I have double tank, double copter. Slowly moving out. This city is gonna fall for Daniel, but Woolen's gonna lock this one down with his arty. And these arty and these infantry are gonna be looking to go for these two. But Daniel is locking this down. Gonna get another arty party to put it over here. Little copter attack there, but yeah, even with a fight that's too far away. So that's gonna be a dead copter. But it's kind of like an even trade, I guess. Like a copter for a copter. There you go. Those charges are going up. Colin is ready at 40k. I think he gets like 50% more. So he would be like up to 60. There you go. Already on one city, already on the other. Tank doesn't reach that one, so it doesn't even need to block it. Looking good. Just looking to stall, I guess, perhaps. And he doesn't use the power, just builds a lot of units. Builds a fighter here in response to this one. Gonna have to. If you want to float your copters in the water, you're gonna need to defend them with a fighter against this guy. In comes the fighter. Okay. Blocking here the city. Can I get some copter hits here? It isn't range of this anti though. Okay. Got this capture. Also, ooh, nice little blockage here. So now, I don't know if this is enough to interrupt this. It's a call-in copter too. But you're protecting it on the shoals with the arty. You're blocking this guy from attacking it. So, pretty nice there. Units are going to start building up. Is it enough? Ooh, it was enough. Okay. It's going to kill that. It's going to take that out. Well, 8-4. We're getting close to that super. Gotta be careful with that call-in super because it is wild. I think a lot of people forget about it. Ooh, it looks like he's going for some charge. I think he might actually go for a super. That infantry attack on that tank? That infantry attack on that tank? Power of money. With 48,000. What will this do? Infantry and infantry on city. That's crazy. Okay, that's an easy kill, but that opened that possibility, which is insane. Puts the fighter on the city, so Hachi can't build anything on it, okay? Easy kill. If the city was a kill, then that's easier kill. That's dead. No more infantry for Wulong over here. Tank gonna take out the anti-air, and copter is gonna deal a nice chunk of damage onto that arty. Gonna protect these guys. Not a lot of unit count here for Wulong, honestly, and both of these cities are being sat on, so he can only build from this additional city. He's gonna go for that kill as well. That is gonna be a dead tank as well. Man, the firepower from Colin with a super is just insane. That's gonna be a dead tank. That's gonna be a dead infantry. That's gonna be a dead tank too, I think. The trade down here is crazy. Now, like, you can lock these arties down with yours. And so now the arties have to like pick, ooh, do I kill the tank? Do I take out the arty? And then one down, and there you go, sitting on that city. And there you go, yeah. Ooh. Damn. A beautiful turn. And now, this guy, Willing, has half the army in both unit count and unit value. That is crazy. Wow, roughly 275% firepower. That's crazy. That is insane. And he didn't even like save up. He had like 48 something, and he switched over to Olaf. And this is the thing with tags that I learned just now in this tournament. Once you get to the first super, it is just a chain of supers, because you switch over, and now all the damage that Hachi does, Olaf is going to be charged. So so on the very next turn, he's going to be able to use that Winter Fury. And then what does he do? He switches over to Colin, because during that turn that Olaf charged, Colin got a little bit, and then he can charge it again. And it's just super after super after super. It is obscene. The high funds tags is just ridiculous. So let's see, Wulong. Does he keep fighting? I feel like that was a pretty devastating, but I don't know, maybe Hachi can do his Hachi things. He's being blocked from 2 cities and potentially self another one. Oh, 3 cities. Let's see, he does have 52,000, so that's like 100,000 worth in army, and he has the eagle, you know, the ace under his sleeve is still there. That eagle super can be devastating. Fighter against fighter, 9-3. Oh, again, I mean, this is Olaf. This is no longer Colin stats, so he's gonna get that, but he can't deal with the anti-air, so that fighter is gonna die. And look at that. That super from Olaf is ready. He's gonna take out Artie and tank with the help of his copter instead of taking out these guys. Probably gonna take out the... Whoa, makes a mega tank, okay. Makes a medium tank here. I think he made an anti-air. Makes another medium tank. Okay. I think he purchased this tank. And then just another tank here, and just infantry everywhere. Just upping that unit count as much as possible. The swings here, look, it's 169 against 22. And this guy was at like 100 before. He just doubled his army. And we have the lightning strike coming. But we also have freaking Winter Fury coming. Oof. There's a lot of tech ups though now for Wulong. Like you have this mega tank and this medium tank, and nothing here from Daniel to deal with it. Also this medium tank, you have this medium tank, and this Neo is not like the Artie's not even in range. So it looked like it was lost for Wulong, but maybe not so much. So Daniel Moreno now using the super boom, doing that beautiful or disgusting global damage. And he's gonna get a capture. He's pretty ahead on that capture game, and he, with the help of the global damage and a few copters, he's gonna bring that Neo down to 5, and he's gonna take out that tank, the other infantry. It's gonna be very tough for Wulong now to get any captures with all these injured infantry due to the global damage. Fire goes down. This fight is gonna be very annoying as a blocker. But this is looking kind of fine. This is the problem though, like he's gonna lose these cities, I think. So this is just overwhelming unit count by Daniel Moreno, and he's not even Hachi. It's just it was just a fight from Colin that he just took out a bunch of units. Okay, he takes out the Artie. Cannot deal with that mega tank at all. He did get a nice shot on that medium with the Artie in that city, so that was nice. And the global damage. Now he makes his own Neo tank to kind of protect these guys. But a mega tank is a mega tank, and it is a Eagle Lightning Strike mega tank. So yeah, gonna try to cap that, brings the copter to support, and now passes over to Colin. And look at that, almost halfway through for another super of Colin. This is just crazy. One turn global damage and snow, the other turn, what was it, 275% firepower. Yep. On the other hand, you have the guy that builds at half the price on every city. Next turn, you have 2 turns. Like that. Which is going to be like that every single turn. So, Wulong with Eagle. The discrepancy is not as big as it was before. There is a pretty big unit count discrepancy though. But let's see this lightning strike now. Yeah. That was so-so. But he's going to be able to clear both of these, I think. Clears that. Okay, attacks that. Doesn't the medium tank clear this infantry though? It does. I don't know why he attacked this guy. Because if he attacks this one, then he can attack the Artie. Oh well. Maybe he'll make something else. But gonna come in over here. I wonder if he had a chance of... No, because he had to clear this guy. He can't clear the infantry. So Megatank had to like wrap around and it can't reach the Neo tank. That was a pretty big deal. Makes another anti-air. He's gonna start clearing infantry, I think. There goes a lightning strike. But just 150,000. Oh, you can't see the unit count. Ooh, you're right. My bad. There you go. Pro streamer here. And guys, this is just day 10. Like, what is going on? That's gonna die. Okay, has to use the Neo and then uses the anti-air, I guess. Attack from the city. I kind of liked more killing this guy and then just attacking that. But I guess he's trying to protect the medium tank from the Neo tank. And the Mega tank's gonna sit on that CD. Oof. Take that out. But this is calling with a super. So we'll try to definitely get rid of that already for sure. And I wonder how much these two are gonna deal to this Mega tank. Might destroy it, honestly. Because Neo tanks have a really good damage against Mega tanks. 52,000 now. We've seen all the supers now. All 4 of them. One after the other one. And now we're going back. It's just a cycle. Power of money. That tank is gonna be a dead tank. Ooh! Wow, 5 HP took out that already. The Neo tank. That is dead. Oh no, the copter and the medium tank. Oh my god. And then on the anti-air. Ooh. Yeah, this is wrecked. Completely and absolutely wrecked over here. Yes, he can build 2 units here, but man, it's not looking good. He's gonna lose so much income. It's not even the threat of the base rush, it's more about the income. While he's still holding this. Like, he still has more income, right? So it's just even more and more and more. He can't attack that yet, so he's just gonna block it off. And oof, I missed it, but the Neo tank and the Mega tank 7-4 on a city. Insane. And then he goes for the copter kill. No more anti-air units in general. For Wulong, I think this is the end of the road as we're going sub 100k in value, which is definitely not what Eagle is gonna want, right? So Daniel Moreno doing a really good job of like using Colin Super for devastating attacks as well as the global damage, but just like not stalling, just like let's just brawl and just attack. The lower it keeps the unit value, the less good Eagle is gonna be. And Colin, it doesn't matter, like he still is gonna have cash every day. Like, he gets 50k every day, and it's like he would still have a crazy super. So it's probably gonna be in his best interest to just brawl and keep everything low in numbers and everything, and he'll just win because the Eagle is just not gonna do too much. And Hachi is not like, he builds crazy units all of a sudden, but yeah, you end up just losing, and that was a little bit weird. I don't know what happened, but Wulong tapped out and GG. Definitely a losing position right here. He's gonna lose this. Eventually this whole unit count is gonna creep up on the space. Just gonna be shooting with this Mega tank. We've seen what a Neo tank from Colin can do against a Mega tank on a city, so it wouldn't have been that difficult for Daniel to deal with this and then take it out. Just the income flip would have been way too big, and then it's just slowly winning everywhere else. Even here, like in his weakest area, he was still pretty much winning. Nothing to deal with these double Neo tank or this copter. So yeah, day 11, and there was too much that happened. Okay, I think that's gonna be it for today. That was a good stream. Thanks everyone for being here. It's been a lot of fun. Let me know what you think of streams like this, or just like covering games. I don't think I've done that before, but yeah, I'm trying. It's a format that I'm testing out. That was a long one. Definitely too long, honestly. Day limit should have been there already. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Thank you for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.